Let's go.
Welcome everyone to our little one-shot Thursday that I set together. We have returning players. If you've ever been to our channel, you have seen Star, Ethan, and Craig in our Icewind Dale campaign, which runs every Sunday from 7:15 to about 10:15 Central Time. I don't really have anything prepared for this. This is literally like a 5-minute, whim. So it's going to be by the book. I have a book here. I've never run a game out of a book before, so it'll be pretty fun. Tonight we are going to be playing the one-shot called The Tomb of the Forgotten Paladin. It's a little level 1 through 3 campaign, level 1 through 3 episode. I'm going to go around the table and ask each player to describe what their character looks like, give a brief description. In the future, we will be doing these on our off weeks from the main campaign. And it'll be sort of like a pseudo campaign setting. It'll just be these adventurers doing all these one shots, and it'll be just an overarching, no real overarching storyline, but just a bunch of fun one shots. Because I've never ran a one shot, and honestly, I don't think it'll be a one shot. Usually, the one shots turn into 2 shots, 3 shots, which is fine, especially with our time crunches and our responsibilities we got in life. So yeah, without further ado, I guess I'll just go from how Discord labels our characters. So not LSL, but Craig, if you can do your character's introduction for us.
Yeah, sure. So my character's name is Morglar Orok, but he goes by Emo because he's gone his whole fucking life. No one can ever pronounce it properly, so he's like, just use my initials. And so Emo. He is a male orc artificer, and I chose the what is it called? Battlesmith.
Yes.
And so he gets a steel defender, which is basically a mechanical helper, basically on the battlefield. And so his steel defender is basically like a steampunk fox. It's pretty fucking cool. And then this is kind of gonna be an off and on type of thing, but I can also have a homunculus. And I've chosen a little dragon, little tiny dragon, basically the size of like a crow or something. And basically what they do is they scout for you, so they can fly off, and I think they can pick up small things and let you know what's going on and everything. Oh, I'm bleeding.
It's pretty much like a familiar in a sense.
Yes, yeah,
familiar.
Basically a familiar, but like also like it's a little steampunk dragon. And that's kind of like the whole aesthetic that my orc has. He's got like these little steampunk goggles and, various bronze and copper knickknacks all over him. Deep blue mohawk. He's about, what did I make him, like 6'7", 6'8", so he's a pretty big dude. Like 220. But yeah, he's kind of nerdy. I'm going to try my best to sound intelligent. Probably not going to happen. But we'll see. But yeah.
And I did screen share on Video Ninja your character art. That is our Momo, I would say Momo. That's Mo, M-O.
M-O.
I gotta put a hyphen between the symbol. Because I'll start just saying, hey Mo.
I could have left that little window open for our character art, actually.
Yeah, but then I'd have to keep another browser open. It's all. Unless you want to do it on your side, you can definitely do it.
Yeah, I
we go over.
Well, you guys.
Yeah, we go over to Ethan's character.
Sweet. My character's name is Johnston Geraldson. He goes by Jeremy. No, I'm just kidding. He doesn't really. And then so what he looks like, he is 3'2". He is a gnome. He's a little lad. He is kind of balding. He's got a little bit of a beard. He has all white hair. Anywhere you can see hair. He's like half senile. He's barely even put together, if we're being honest. He is 425 years old.
Jesus fucking Christ.
He is 425 years old. So that's why he's senile. Yeah, no, he is, weirdly enough, he's scrawny, but he's like muscular just everywhere. But yeah.
Oh yeah, old man strength.
Old man strength.
Awesome. And we go over to Star's character, which is all on the screen right now.
So that's Tamimi. She, she is very much one path. She is a paladin. Oath of Revenge.
Vengeance.
Vengeance. Just kidding. And she is not very smart. But she is very strong. And she is very much like one path mind. Like that's all she is focused on one thing. She can't manage two things. That's too much for her. But as you can see, she's very, I don't know, she likes jewelry, but she also likes dark colors. That's about what I got.
That's Tamimi.
And then I will put her up in a second. They haven't actually seen her yet. Give me a second.
Okay. Just let me know whenever you want me to drop the screen. But yeah, that's our little ragtag party. We got an old man with some old man strength. We got a dork, a artificer orc, and we have Tamimi, the less than smart, one-minded paladin. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna have the party members each roll some d10s. We're gonna each roll 2 d100 or 2. So we're gonna roll d100. So
bleeding like
oh shit,
crazy.
Oh my
D&D,
god.
that's bad, man. So
I already got in a fight over here.
so I'm gonna have the party each roll. We're gonna do 2 sets of d100s, but we're gonna do the first set of d100s. So that go ahead and roll some d100s. Just one roll a d100 for me. And we're gonna go one by one. And basically, what's gonna happen is this is gonna establish how the party knows each other, knows one another. The first roll is gonna be a relationship between the two characters, and then the other one's the next set of d100s is gonna be kind of a little small detail that they each know about each other, which is just more so like a like they're not on speaking terms, something very general, just for sake of them coming together randomly. This is a cool little table. So we're gonna go. I wish I had a sticky note. We're just gonna go from top to bottom, how Video Ninja shows us right now. So Star, what'd you get on your d100?
80.
80. Okay. So this is what you're gonna know about Craig's character, about MO. So with an 80, you know that Craig's character, you guys are. This is the relationship that you guys are familiar with. You guys are bandmates. So that can be like musical band. That can be like whatever your definition of a bandmate is. Which, what would you consider a bandmate? What would Tamimi consider a bandmate? Just like a.
I don't know. I feel like it could be music, but I don't think she is a music person. So maybe like we've done a couple jobs together or something.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome. I will actually just have you roll the D100 once again, and we'll just finish your character's relationship with Craig. So go ahead and roll D100 again.
44.
44? What the fuck? So this is a detail you know about Craig's character. So he's a bandmate. Your relationship with him is a bandmate. The small detail you know about him is that Mo has stolen a prominent author's book idea. Over the course of y'all's time together, he has stolen a prominent author's book idea. And I'll just say, Craig, if you want to, what prominent author did you steal the book idea from?
Dr. Floof.
You know he has stolen an idea from Dr. Floof. Okay, so that's how Star's character and MO. That's how Star and Craig's characters. That's what she knows from you. Craig, we're gonna have you roll D100. This is gonna be your relationship with Ethan's character.
All right, 32.
32. What the hell? Okay, I don't think this makes any sense, but the relationship says you inventor and test subject. So
So I'm obviously the inventor.
you're the inventor and he's
Let's
the test
take it.
subject. So what
Maybe
would
that's why
you
he's
have?
senile.
Yeah, what are the tests that you may have been running on this old man, this ancient man? They can be harmful, they can be helpful. You know, obviously nothing too harmful, right? We don't want to do anything crazy, but
Yeah. You know, I have the let me go over to my sheet here. The all-purpose tool. So what I probably would have done, like, I don't know if I created it or if I came by it. Probably created it in this setting, right? I
Yeah.
probably would have just tested like each of the facets of the tool, and anytime I needed someone for the
He was
test,
the man.
he helped me out with
awesome. I like that. Hell yeah. Go ahead and roll another D100. This is going to be a small detail you know about that character.
it. 65.
65. You know that Ethan's character, Johnson, is strangely anti-capitalism.
Okay.
So,
Strangely.
it's kind so yeah, those are the small details, and that's your relationship with Ethan's character. Ethan, we're gonna have you roll a D100 now. This is gonna be your relationship with Star's character, and then also her. So D100.
Okay, for the first one I rolled a 70.
70, awesome. So the relationship you have with Star's character is you two were both the prize winners of the same sweepstakes. So whatever sweepstake you want to come up with, what would be a sweepstake that you guys would have won together?
Disney Dreamland.
Disney Dreamland sweepstake. You guys won the sweepstake. I can't say that word. To a Disney Dreamland experience. Hell yeah! Go ahead and roll another D100 for me.
83.
83. You know that Tameme, you know that she is very much self-righteous, which is very fitting. She's very self-righteous. And over the course of your travels together, you guys would have probably made some mentions, probably not about the book idea one. That one seems a little secret. But you guys would all have some common, you know, you would have swapped stories on the road about how y'all met. So the relationships, more or less, you guys kind of all know. You know, y'all have told stories. Y'all been on the road for quite a bit. And you've been traveling for 6 months now. You've been doing, you know, odd jobs, ins and outs, you know, all over this realm. And you all find yourselves walking down this washed out road. There are what appear to be dozens of well-armed guards up ahead. It looks like from this distance that they are enforcing a bit of a detour. It looks like the road up ahead, it's like kind of like that construction. There's a construction sign kind of thing saying, you know, road closed, path closed, and there's just people pointing into these deep, dark, like thick woods to the side. And you see that stationed on the side where this detour are, like what look like not guards, but guides. A bit of a mix of guards and guides, some sellswords here and there that are actively escorting people into the woods as, you know, more or less bodyguards just for the sake of this road being closed down to construction. And you don't know whether maybe whatever knight or lady or lord or lady who, you know, has power in this realm is paying these guards, or if this is just them. You know, it could be one big scam for all you know. But it looks official enough that you guys believe that whatever's going on is it's official business of the kingdom, and they are, you know, escorting people into the woods. You guys all stand about maybe 60 or 70 feet all together, clumped up, and there are people going past you, actively, you know, taking bodyguards more so or less into the woods. But you all stand here and yeah, that's what y'all see right now. Y'all just see this construction going on, and people are being escorted into the woods by like bodyguards, sellswords, official-looking individuals. And I'll hand the scene over to you. You guys are just sitting here on the road. You know, you've been traveling for a while.
So we all see this.
Yeah, this isn't. It's pure daylight. It's daylight right now, about high noon. Yeah, and you guys all see this. What's going on in front of you?
So, Emma would just be like, "So, Did we want to go for a walk in the woods today, or should we turn around, or... Because it seems like that's what's going on here. If we approach this, probably going for a stroll.
That's so stupid. Well, if it's our only choice, I guess so.
Johnston.
Oh, sorry. We're going in the woods?
It seems that way.
Okay, yeah. Just, I bet they're doing something they're not supposed to.
Can we actually, like, as we're getting closer, can we, like, roll some type of insight check to, like, see
you
their
can
body
roll
language?
insight check, perception check, and as you guys get closer, you see these gentlemen are dressed in very, very, you know, like heavy armor, medium armor, very official looking armor.
Natural 20.
Yep.
Oh gosh.
Yep.
For a 21.
Hell yeah. And that was for insight or perceptive? What was that?
Insight, just to, like, gain insight on, like, whether they're doing something, like, mischievous, like, that like,
See, there's
shouldn't...
any kind of ill intent
yeah,
behind it
ill
or
intent,
something.
yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah. With your natural 20, with a 21, you get a good reading that these guys are, you know, these are well upstanding guards. You know, you see some very official looking insignias on their armor. You know, the kingdom, wherever you, the kingdom you guys are in is the Rock On Kingdom. So you see like there's some rock symbols on their armor. It's very metal. They have some eyeliner on. They're very emo looking. But there are a strange cast of characters in front of you. There are most of them are guards, but you see there is one very braggadocious cannonball of a man. He is this, you know, very typical dwarf. He's got the red braided beard. His belly is twice the size of his whole body. He is a big fellow. And you see he's over off to the side, kind of like twirling his thumbs a little bit. And he looks anxious in a sense where he's like, no one's approaching. He's so anxious looking that no one's approaching him. But you can obviously tell he's with this band of helpers. He is one of the helpers here, and he's just not getting any business because, I mean, frankly, people don't really think he is capable. And you can tell that with your 20 on people passing by, taking the guards. And he's just kind of looking down. He's very, very down about the whole event. But you can see that he seems excited for, you know, being able to do a job. So if some strangers came across him, he would probably be very inclined to help them, or, you know, even not even charge them. And as you see this, there are guards that are actually taking donations from the people. You see like 1 silver get passed over for just, you know, being a bodyguard. It's more so like a tip. He looks so anxious and so excited that he probably would just jump at the first opportunity. And with that's pretty much what you get with all this. That's a big roll. It's a lot of information. And the short of it, you know, it's a legit business going on, a legit thing going on. There's nothing strange or mischievous about it.
Yeah, so I'll just say, from what I can see, it seems okay. So, I suppose we're going for a stroll in the woods.
So much fun.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I like, you know, nature and stuff like that. I mean, I prefer my laboratory. You two know that, but, you know, let's just, maybe I'll get some inspiration for my next creation. Put it
Totally.
that way. Yeah.
Where are we going?
Are they all going in the same direction where the people are being escorted?
It's kind of a strange thing. They are each taking their own individual path. I mean, they're headed in the same general direction, but they're not like going in a single file line. They are spreading out.
I'll just turn and whisper to the little dragon on my shoulder.
Okay.
And I'll just say, go up and check it out. And just I'll tell them to go to the right.
Okay.
Off. Yeah.
Yeah, your little dragon, it flutters up. And as it flutters up, how does that work? Can you see through it? Is it just what's the connection that helps you?
1 second. Let me see. This is very new.
Because it will very much determine how I interact with you when I come back.
My guess is it has to come back to me. I probably
Yeah.
can't see through it, but let me.
Is it like, do you understand a language it speaks? Is it
Homunculus servant. Friendly to you and your companions, obeys your commands. You know, it doesn't say on the D&D Beyond write-up on it. So let's just say it has to come back to me and it understands just like the common that I speak to it. Yeah.
okay? Yeah, it can't speak, but it'll gesture. What's your questions? Whenever I assume that you. Yeah, I'm gonna remove this pic from Video Ninja. Thanks for reminding me, sorry. So yeah, it flies up. Maybe a minute goes by. You see it flutter off, and it kind of goes over the tops of the trees, the canopy. It comes back to you, and it lands on your shoulder, looks at you, and it has this kind of like half shrug. It does like this little half shrug thing.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we were gonna keep moving anyway. I just wanted to see if it could see anything. But yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. So you guys are gonna approach the sell swords, the guards at the entrance of the forest.
Yeah.
Yeah, you walk up, and by the time you get up there, you see that most of the guards have fanned out, and it looks like the only one that's left is that, braggadocious cannonball of a man, that big dwarf. And he's looking around anxious, like he's looking around like it's one of those things with your passive insight. It's like, what the fuck? Why hasn't anyone picked me? But he's obviously looking around. And he kind of clocks you all, and there's that half like excited smile on his face for a second. But he doesn't approach. He spotted you. He clocked you, but he doesn't approach you or interact with you. And it kind of feels like that where it's like the ball's in your court kind of vibe. But he kind of looks back down, kind of does his like, just sad, not picked vibe.
I guess we walk like. There's no. Sorry, I may have missed you saying this. Is there like a main guard, or there's just this guy standing there waiting for us to walk up to him?
At this point, it's just this guy.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we
like
just.
There are guards that are like actively like in the construction area or construction portion of this road.
Yeah.
But it's honestly it's just this guy standing here. But he clocked you, and then he like smiles and just looks back down nervously.
I mean, yeah, we'll walk up to him and just what's going on?
Thump doesn't know what's really going on here. Thump was just told to come work, and Thump has been not working. Thump is a little sad, to be honest. My name's Thump, by the way.
Well, I figured, yes. But thank you. What's the plan here? What do we obviously can't go that way, so.
He flashes you a smile, and you see this very sharp machete on his hip. And he leans back and he says, "See, what old Thump does is Thump is going to clear a path. I'm going to swipe, but these other guards, don't tell them that Thump told you. But these other guards, they aren't prepared to clear a path like I am. Thump thumps. He is ready to thump. Do you want the thump? Do you want me to thump for you?"
Do we have a choice? I mean, do we need an escort?
Yeah. I mean, you can. Thump believes he is capable of escorting you, but if you believe your merit and adventure better than Thump's, and you want to brave the jungle, the forest, these trees, Thump doesn't know what region we're in. If you want to brave these trees, then Thump will be saddened because there is no one else for Thump.
Well,
but it's all up to you.
How about this, Thump? We don't know where we're supposed to go. So how about Thump takes us through the forest? But I will say, they're getting through the forest without chopping down trees. Do you need to chop down the trees?
He just shakes his head very aggressively.
Okay. Anybody else? Do we want to like ask Thump something?
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, my bad. I think we let the Thump do his thumping, so we're not thumping around.
Thump approves of this youngin.
Well, Tamimi
Youngin,
thinks Thump likes to say his name a lot.
Thump would never.
Tamimi thinks so.
I suppose, Thump, do your thumping.
It's thumping time.
Thump, yeah.
He turns around very, very energetic. He turns around so fast, and it is just a swirl of blades. He is just cutting and cutting through these very thick vines and hacking away at just branches that are, off to the side, underbrush and cobwebs. He is literally just carving a path into this forest. And it's not an even path. It's very winding. And this man, he is very he's a very big man, and he is sweaty.
Okay.
He is going crazy, and all the meanwhile as he is cutting through, you hear him saying to himself, "Thump's gonna clear this path. Thump's blade seems like sirens of the foggy sea." Of course, Thump prefers his hammer. It's hammering time, Thump says, as he crushes interloper skulls, but trees don't have skulls, so the short sword it is. You all have any food? He looks back. Some sweat drips down off onto his lip as he licks it up.
How long have you been out here?
Thump has lost track of time. It's been at least 3 meals I've missed.
Oh.
So a minute. He's carving away.
A minute.
It's been longer than a minute. Thump doesn't have a good clock on time. Thump's appetite is worked up, and Mama Thump always packed me grubbed, and I didn't pack any grub.
So
Thump's hungry.
So is Thump your last name?
Oh no, Thump is my first name. My last name is Thumper.
So, but your mama's name is also Thump.
My mom's name is Thumpetta.
That's a lot of thumps.
Thumpetta Thumper. I'm a Thumper. My dad is Thumpoto Thumper.
So everybody's thumping.
And the beat keeps thumping. By the way, Thump forgot to ask, who are all of you anyway? Thump doesn't like stabbing and smashing trees and branches and cobwebs without knowing who Thump travels with. What are your names? Thump must know.
I'm Emo.
Thump approves.
All
Nice
right.
to meet you. He motions over towards the other half-orc and the orcish individual half-orc. He looks over to you, Tamimi.
I'm like Tamimi.
It's Thump to meet you. And you?
I'm gonna reach into my bag and hand him some rations.
He just starts chewing into him. He almost nibbles your finger a little bit. It's very aggressive.
Whoa, careful now. I'm Johnston Geraldson.
Oh, you kind of like Thump a little bit. We kind of got the same thing going on here.
Oh. Don't bite my finger.
Well, Thump is pleased to meet you all. Thump is changing accents every minute he speaks, but Thump is thumping away.
Happens.
After he eats these rations and feels, a little bit more familiar with you, he continues to chop away and forge a path ahead of you all. He's doing some exceptional work. It's very impressive with what degree of clearing, because you are all kind of a big party, especially with your Steel Defender, which I assume is walking with you.
Yeah, Fox is right beside us. Yep.
Yeah. Especially with all of y'all's, your gear. He's actually making a pretty sizable walkway for the majority of you all. And as you travel further and further, the space between the trees begin to grow thinner and thinner as you follow Thump, as he kind of weaves this way along a path. And you can see that the path he's been carving kind of stops. He stops carving as he's breathing very heavily. And you see that you have kind of conjoined another path. You've come across another path. And this path looks like it's been cut by beast and animal alike, and not like men. Like it's been very much a walked-on path by multiple animals. It's kind of carved and broken the tree line away a little bit. But as you follow this path, you stray farther from that main road that you initially set out into the woods from. You notice above you that the canopy it's very immense. The trees overhead are so tightly packed that it blocks out the sunlight a little bit. So it's dark. Even those with dark vision. Do all of you have dark vision? I guess that's a good question I should have asked.
I know I do.
Yes.
Yeah? Yeah.
I do.
You all know that without dark vision, it would probably be very hard to see into this path. And there's no... Thump doesn't have a torch. Thump is a dwarf, so he actually has dark vision. He can see as well. But the path you're on now it's very dark. And the way that the sun... the little bit of sunlight that does penetrate through this canopy above you is this green-gray hue. It adds a very eerie and menacing vibe. And you see that the trees around you, they twist into these god-awful shapes. There are thorny vines and bushes that are pretty much near impenetrable should one try to pursue or push through them. In fact, looking around you all as you've been traveling, following Thump, the path that you were once on has seemed to have disappeared, as you are all in the middle of this thick forest. And you have this vibe. You feel like you guys are lost, because there's no longer a path. You are just in the middle of the woods. There's trees all around you, and Thump is Thump is looking. He scratches his head a little bit, puts his hands on his hip. Thump doesn't know where we are at. He turns around and looks at all of you. Does anyone here have tracking skills or survival skills? Thump isn't very good at finding his way back. Thump can clear a path, but Thump cannot follow a path, it seems.
Thump, is this why you were the last one there? Is this...
No.
Okay.
Thump would never. Thump is capable.
Inside check.
Give me an inside check.
I unfortunately do not
11.
have tracking or survival skills. That is not in my
I'm
wheelhouse.
proficient.
Tamimi, sorry. You know he's bullshitting you. He's lying. That's exactly why he wasn't chosen. He doesn't have good guide skills. He rolled a 10, so.
You're totally lying.
He looks away. He looks over towards Mo. Well, I'm sorry that you Thump. I thought Thump would. I thought you could guide us, but the little one, Thump. You said you can. The little guy, Thump said you. What? He's starting to choke up on his words a little bit as you see this. He's sweating profusely to me. You clock that. He's trying to still look capable in y'all's. He's trying to look capable in he doesn't want to get left behind. Is what you're picking up on.
Hey, is he talking to me, the little one?
Thump points at Thump. Thump points at you. Yes, Thump.
My brain's not thumping properly. Man.
You
can all actually make a collective survival check.
Yeah, and I will say, as I'm rolling this, I'm not a survivalist, but I would say, in all walks of life, the best thing you can do is retrace your steps. So we could probably head back until we find somewhat of a trail.
Well, Tamimi always just walks, and she always gets to the right place.
That's helpful, if that's true. That's very impressive. I rolled a dirty 20.
Okay.
9.
Anybody else? 9? What'd you get, Johnston?
I rolled a 13.
Okay. Mo, even though you said that you didn't have really great survival checks, your bit of advice about looping back, it does prove profitable. It does prove worthy, and you guys all once again find a bit of a path. It's not, and you know that it's not the original path you were on, but you found a path, and that's better than nothing. And you guys, collectively, Thump is a little disheartened. He's letting you kind of lead the way now, and he's just looking down and said, "Damn it, Thump! One thumping job, and you thumped it up." But you guys do follow this path for about an hour. You travel. The journey through this tangled forest is getting more and more monotonous. You see that the shadows around you are already kind of closing in on you, and the warm midday sun that was above you, maybe about an hour or so ago, is but a distant memory. You feel like you are, even though you're on a path, you still feel lost. And you travel like this for a little while. Eventually, you see what looks to be a break in this, this thick undergrowth, this thick foresty trees. You see what looks like a narrow path that leads a little bit further into the forest. So it's like you're walking on a path already, and it just splits off to the right a little bit. And it looks like it's marked by what looks like 3 rocks stacked upon each other. And you all know, or those with nature, proficiency in nature, which I think is just Johnson, maybe?
I have proficiency in nature.
Or MO?
I'm not proficient.
Are you proficient in nature, Timimi? No? Mo, you know that these stack of rocks, you know that is a common trail sign, indicating something of note. It's a little, kind of like a trail marker. Think about it.
So I will just out loud, I'll say, "Ha! I recognize those. That's a trail marker."
And yeah, as you point down at it, you point down at it to show the other characters, and you kind of hit Thump in the head a little bit as you're walking, and he rolls into the stack of rocks, knocking him over, and then he steps up and brushes his clothing off. What the thump, man?
So sorry, I didn't mean to thump you in the head like that. You should probably restack those though, because people will need those in the future. Here, I'll help you.
Thump's looking around. What are you talking about? There's nothing here.
The stack of rocks that you just knocked over.
What stack are you talking? Thump doesn't know what you're talking.
Do I still see them?
Yeah, you saw them roll around, roll around into the grass.
So I just say, you two see those rocks, right? Do they see them?
Do we see them?
Yeah, you saw the rocks fall down.
I think Thump might have thumped his head a little too hard.
Oh.
Thump's like, Thump's fine, and he's actively putting his body in front of the extra path. Well, come on, guys, we got to go this way. Thump, go this way. Let's go this way.
Oh, you're pretending. I understand now. What's down that path?
No. Thump is not a pretender. Thump is Thump.
Well, I mean, we all see the rocks, so either.
Maybe he's gonna pick a rock up and then chunk it out of his chest, just like.
Hey.
So you see rocks.
You, do see the rocks.
No.
You're lying again.
Listen, Thump is just worried that if Thump goes down this path, Thump may not return from the path. You all seem capable, but Thump is, well, Thump.
Capable of what? What's down the path?
Oh, I don't. Thump never goes down. Thump doesn't. Usually, when Thump was told, if you see a stack of rocks, don't go down the path. So Thump is doing what Thump does. I guess when Thump got lost, got confused. Don't think he lost. When Thump got confused, we came across this supposed stack of rocks. Thump suggests we continue this way. He points the path that's opposite of where the rocks were stacked.
Well, well, from what I'm seeing now, there is no stack of rocks, so let's go.
Yeah, is
there
something dangerous down there?
No, I don't. Thump doesn't know. You can make a persuasion check. Ethan, you can make a persuasion check. Thump's Thump was just advised. Thump saw rocks. Thump does not go down the rocks. path.
16.
That's a pretty good roll. He does scratch his head a little bit and look around. I guess you're right. There's no longer rocks, so technically Thump doesn't have to obey what Thump was told.
I mean,
Right?
what if they told you not to go down there as a joke, and really down that path is like gold or food? I mean, you haven't eaten in a while, right? Maybe there's just food.
Oh. Thump is interested in this endeavor now. If you couldn't tell, Thump is very food oriented. He says that to y'all. Thump would do almost anything for food.
I mean, I like food. I get it.
And he winks at to me.
Like never gonna happen.
Thump thought he would try. So you see that the path that had the rocks, you see that it's a twisting, like from where you're standing, it looks like the trail twists off into some bristling undergrowth, which is illuminated, bristling more so by the wind, not anything shaking in the brush. I mean, it's illuminated as if like kind of like like a spotlight from the sun, like it's like that path is highlighted by the sun, and the other path is just dark and decrepit. But this side path, it twists off into what you can't really see because the bushes are kind of blocking your vision, so you have to push through these bushes. But it looks like it goes off and it just further into the underbrush, further into this forest.
I mean, I'm curious. I'm all for going down this path. I mean, yes, it looks a little bit, more devious than the other one, but I mean, this is kind of what I do, right? I explore and figure, not normally in the woods, but I'm curious.
It could be like so much fun.
It could be, or we could die, but that's life, right?
Well,
Fun or death.
I can take lead if y'all need.
Thump
Any
agrees.
opposed?
Thump agrees.
I mean,
Any
like,
opposed?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Thump at least should stay next to you in case I was technically hired to lead. So if Thump leads adjacent to you, technically Thump is still leading.
Yes, share the lead.
Sure.
Can Thump hold your hand? He looks over to Johnston because Johnston said he was gonna take the lead.
You're gonna hold my hand?
Thump got your back if you got Thump's back.
I mean, I'm not holding your back currently. I can hold your back if that's what you want.
Thump would appreciate that at a later time.
Wait, no, not like that. No.
He winks at you.
Yeah, John, and I run in.
You all watch this little rock now. I'm just going to this brush. A little bit faster than you all. Johnson, as you break through the brush, you see that this, what was once an illuminated path of just, kind of like a Disney movie. It's just like beautiful field. Like, it's like, walk into me. As soon as you clear the bushes, you see that, on the other side of the bush is just dead trees. There's a dead tree here and there. And the forest further on looks like there's a sickness spreading through it. There's no leaves on these trees. It's very much bone dry. There are some speckled leaves on the undergrowth, but the speckled leaves are slowly curling up and dying around you.
Yeah, Emma would be like, curious. Can I make a nature check? See if I can figure out.
Yeah.
Assuming nature check would be the appropriate.
Nature check is the appropriate check on this one.
Well, that one's not as good. That's not bad. 14.
This forest just looks sick, but you don't gain much other than it's just a sick forest. You can all make a nature check if you want to. This isn't a landlock roll. But Emma, you do know that this is not natural, but it looks like whatever's happening, the trees are sick, the environment's sick.
19.
Nice.
13.
Or with the 19, Johnson, you see that you look at the trees, you kind of give it the dirt a little taste. This rot is unnatural, possibly indicating maybe necrotic magic. Over your years, you know what necrotic magic can do and what it's capable of. But you see that up ahead, further along in this necrotic area, it looks like the path widens a little bit. You know, it widens as it's widening. It looks like the forest has just completely died around it. And it looks like it's just a barren. Like as soon as you walk through walk maybe 200, 300 feet, it's just like there's no trees in sight. It looks like it's a dead spot up ahead. But it does look like this thick forest is as it dies away, it is opening and widening.
Jacob, is there supposed to be music?
No.
Okay.
All right.
Just checking.
It died out.
I'll just say this is nothing like Disney Dreamland. Right, Tamimi?
Yeah, that was like so much fun. This is like kind of sad.
Yeah, everything around here looks like it's dying. This is all necrotic. So,
Oh.
yeah, not good.
No.
So be prepared for anything.
Do you think like something evil did this?
Well,
Nods.
usually if it's necrotic, it's probably something bad.
Probably
I'm, like,
capitalism.
So in the...
Thump agrees. Possibly a capitalism.
Yes, I can see how this might be capitalism.
Well, whatever it is, I'm ready to kick their ass.
Thump doesn't think. Thump might not. There might not be anything up ahead. It might just be. Thump thinks sick trees.
There's a lot of sick trees, though.
Want to grab Thump's shoulder?
He looks over at you and makes eye contact.
It might be thumping time.
Thump
Get
time was
ready.
back when we started. When I
No, it's
worked a
gonna
lot.
be hammer thumping time.
Oh.
Yeah, and I'm gonna pull out my axe as I'm saying that, just in case, and just be prepared.
Thump. He grabs his little light hammer in his hand. Yes.
Just a little hammer.
Thump. Yeah. So as you guys see this kind of dead, decrepit forest in front of you, the path is widening. I assume you guys push forward, ready with weapons. The whole
Yeah.
hoorah.
So in one hand, I'll have the all-purpose tool because it can act as my spell focus.
Cool.
And I'm actually going to. It allows you to focus on it and choose any cantrip from any spell list
Okay.
that you want.
It's like once
that you
per
get,
long rest kind of thing.
Yeah, that you get for 8 hours. So I'm gonna go with guidance.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
So we have that. And then, in my other hand, probably just have my rapier ready.
I'm gonna pull out my big ass warhammer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thump looks at your warhammer. Damn it. Thump is sad. And then Johnson, what did you have? You said you pulled out a weapon too.
I pulled out my great axe.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Tamimi. What were you saying?
I just laughed. I didn't say
Oh,
anything.
okay. Yeah, so you guys all. So I assume, did you cast guidance on the three of you?
No. Guidance is the one that I can use only on one when.
Oh,
yeah,
that's right.
when we're ready to use it. Yeah.
For some reason, I was thinking of
Bless, yeah. But
so you,
Emma will kind of look at the both of them and their giant weapons, and he'll specifically look at Johnson, and he'll look at his own like little rapier and his own size. He'll be like, okay.
I gotta compensate for something. Let's do this.
Yeah, you guys are strength of 19 and 18. I'm this giant orc who has a strength of 10.
brains over brawn.
I guess.
It's okay, because my intelligence is 9. So
My
you're
wisdom's
smarter
a
than
6.
God forbid y'all run into anything that can charm y'all. Holy moly.
me. Oh no.
Oh dear lord. Okay, so yeah, you guys push forward. And as you're pushing forward, the path, as I said, it's decrepit. The leaves and trees are all dying around you. You walk out into a bit of a this it's a bit of a clearing here. There is what looks like a wall of thorny vines kind of all around the area. It's a very barren space, save for the little small pathway that you just exited from into this clearing. There are a few errant shrubs that kind of dot the landscapes around you, but all of it appears to be black and shriveled, as if sapped of their life force, probably from necrotic energies or necrotic magic. From the center of this clearing, emanating from a lump of suddenly shifting vines, you hear this very ragged voice cry out, "Help me!" And upon hearing this cry, Thump is so worked up. He's so ready to prove Thump isn't shit. He looks over. It's thumping time. Ah! He runs as fast as his little legs can carry.
Thump.
And he makes it about He makes about 15 feet in front of you. It was surprising how fast he moves, and he's running, he trips. You see like a branch on the ground, he trips, boom, and just rolls down on his face, sliding across the ground. And what looked like a twig on the ground that tripped him, you actually see is this like very small, medium-sized twig entity that kind of like stands up off the ground, its body just covered in twigs. It looks like some sort of, humanoid. It looks like one of these shrubs that has died down has somehow come to life, and it looks up at Thump on the ground. It looks like it's raising its hand up, and as it does this, you see what look to be two more of these like twig entities step out from further out into this opening, followed by two further in the back that have like these, like their arms are like little cannons, like little think of like a tree trunk hole. They're like little cannons. You see like some needles that are sticking out of it. Ooh. And then emanating from the middle of this opening, next to this really large rock, is this just very thick, viney humanoid that steps out. Its whole body is just vines upon vines. And you obviously all know that all this stuff is probably some side effect from these necrotic energies that may have been affecting this area. And none of this stuff, from your adventuring experience, none of this stuff is nice. This is all probably evil, foul entities. And I need you guys to roll initiative for this little one-shot map. As all of these like twig bites, needle blights, a vine blight, they all just step out into the fray in front of you. And I'm also going to, if you guys go to your maps, I'm about to start that for y'all, so y'all can all see
Maps.
what's going on here. Slump is on the ground right there.
Map on the map.
Thump.
And then I will put some music on.
Alright, let's...
And then let me get the music playing, and then I will call for initiative. But these creatures, these beings look very, it looks like nature has been affected by this necrotic magic, and it's just foul. Just a foul. Cool. Did y'all see the map?
Sure
Yeah.
do.
Hell yeah. So from the map, obviously the space one where you guys are at, that's where you all came out of that, into the opening. Obviously Thump's in front of you, has fallen down. Space number 2, that's that big rock that vine blight kind of seemed to have emerged from. And it is, the vine blight itself, it is just the most menacing thing out here on the field, besides Thump's belly and body odor. But, yeah. So, let's get the initiative going on. Who got what? Let's start with Johnston. What'd you get?
Geraldson. It's 6.
Geraldson. That's right. Damn, that's a terrible roll. Mo, what'd you get?
9.
Oh, Tamimi?
17.
Oh,
Hell
that's
yeah,
a little
girl.
better.
All right, I'm gonna roll some initiative for these guys. Dookie dookie and dookie.
Better than a 6?
This is true. Alright, why can't I bring this up? What's going on here?
On your character sheet.
No, I'm trying to bring it up in that little window on our... It'll be small, but...
Oh.
just so it can be seen on the stream. But it's being difficult.
Being difficult. Let's go. Oh my god. I typed in 1,000 something. Okay, cool beans. So here's how it's gonna go. To Mimi, you are gonna be the first to act as these creatures, these beings come out of the woods, so, more or less. So you have the first act. You're the first one to go. You're the quickest of the bunch. What's going on? What are you doing? Thump is prone, by the way. So I'll just put a green border because he's thumped on the ground.
She is gonna run up, and while she's running, she's gonna have both her hands on the warhammer, getting ready to come down on top of the thing's head.
Hell yeah.
Let me roll. What is that? That makes it. What is that? 19.
A 19, that definitely hits. Go ahead and roll some damage on this twig blight.
And since I did it with two hands, I could do
1d10, yes ma'am.
uh 8 points of damage.
Yeah, describe what it looks like as you dispatch this thing from life. You just.
So I'm going overhead, and then I just go and start at the head, and like it just goes all the way through, like crushing it completely.
Yeah, there's just an explosion of just shrapnel as pieces of wood just get splintered around you. Thump on the ground. What the hell's that? Thump, his face is still on the ground. He doesn't know what's going on around him at the moment.
Suddenly
Okay, we go over.
Suddenly he's king of the hill. What the hell is that?
What the hell? All right, we go over to the vine.
Wait. I guess I'll do Shield of Faith
Okay,
on Thump.
on Thump. All right, so he's still prone. So what is Shield of Fate? It gives him a better AC, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yes. He gets a +2 to his AC. Up to 10 minutes. But it's a concentration spell, so.
Okay, so you were concentrating, so I'll mark you as have a white border as concentrated. Awesome. Yeah. These little. What's your Shield of Faith look like?
Oh crud. What is my? Hold on, guys.
It's good.
I can't.
Why did that open?
It is. It's just a big old like skeleton hand
Okay.
protecting it.
Oh yeah, there's a little spectral skeleton him floating around Thump. He's still face down, eating the earth. He is not doing hot at the moment, but awesome. So with that,
Sorry, because I still have movement left.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Wait, which one looks the biggest?
the vine blight. There's one in the middle looks the biggest. He is obviously the most imposing of the.
Okay, she's gonna start heading that way.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So we go to the vine blight. It's his turn. After the vine blight, it'll be Mo's turn. So Mo, you will be up after this monster goes. The vine blight, it like sickly, like it doesn't naturally step. It's like the vines kind of like grow up and like slither, kind of like a snake as it's moving. It's like its upper body's moving, but its lower body's kind of like snaking towards you a little bit. It's gonna move 10 feet. So it's gonna move 5. What was right here? 5, 10. That's not even this card. Right there. About 10. It's gonna move a little ways away from the rock. And it's gonna use an action to use entangling plants. So you see that its legs kind of like root into the ground, and these roots just pop up and crawl towards you. So there is a bit of an area of effect going on here. So you're just barely in the range of it. just to just the tip of the creature.
Does that do like half movement?
So what it's gonna do? Hold on a second. It is going to. Oh god, that's an eyesore. Don't do that. So what happens is as these roots climb and make its way towards you, you need to make a strength saving throw.
Don't make me do that. I don't want to.
Ooh, no, an 8.
Okay, so as these you all see as this thing roots in the ground, these vines just whip out and laps. These vines kind of wrap around your body as you are restrained.
Oh no.
So you are restrained.
Ooh.
So that means your speed becomes 0. You can't use a bonus you can't get any bonus to your speed. Your attack rolls against you have advantage, and the creature's attack roll and your attack rolls have disadvantage. You also have disadvantage on dexterity saves.
Okay.
And if you want, at the top of your sheet, there should be conditions. You can put restraint. I'll tell you.
Okay. When it comes back to my turn, is there like a way I can get out of it?
Yeah, you can use your action to make another strength check to rip the roots off of you. But it roots in. You all see these vines and whips come after Tamimi. The area around in that green is considered difficult terrain for non-plant-based creatures. So that's that guy's turn. We go over to Mo. It's your turn, Mo.
Mo was just like, well, this is not ideal. He what do we got here? So seeing that, he's gonna shoot a firebolt directly at the tendrils that are holding Tamimi.
Okay.
Hopefully. 14?
Yeah, you free her from her. The firebolt hits her, and it burns away all the vines. You're no longer restrained, Tamimi.
Do I get to do damage on that too? The 1d10 from the firebolt?
It's not. I'll tell you, it's not going to damage the vine blight.
Oh, it won't? Oh,
No, it won't. It won't. Yeah, if you want to go back and backphrase, you can definitely. It's not going to damage. It would free Tamimi, but it won't hurt the vine blight and free her.
No, I'll stick
But
with
if
it.
you want,
That's fine.
yeah. Okay.
Because if my character didn't know that, then let me check something here. Action, bonus action. Move and use its reaction. Okay, so I'm gonna use a bonus action to have my steel defender. How far can we go? 40 feet. So is that 40? These are 5 feet.
Right? Yeah, these are 5 feet. There's your little guy.
Oh, it's not quite there. It's like 5 feet short. You know what? I would still send him in there. 1 second. Let me get to the. And get in between Tamimi and the Vine Blight.
Okay, as it enters that area, it is difficult terrain, so each of those squares will be 10 feet of movement when you move further into it, so it'll be a little bit harder to navigate.
Okay.
Um,
So does that actually do it when I move in there? Does it grab me right away? No. Okay.
it does not.
Okay.
Yeah. It looks
Yeah.
like it just grabs the character at the beginning of the casting of it.
Okay.
It's considered difficult terrain, just moving through it at this point. Awesome. Anything else you want to try and do?
I think that's it.
All right, we go over to a Needle Blight, and then it'll be Johnson Geraldson's turn after the Needle Blight. So this Needle Blight is going to the ones with these little cannon arms. It's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and it's going to Star. Make sure you mark off that you're no longer restrained. Your MO freed you from your condition. The Needle Blight is going to shoot out 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, you're just there. This needle blight's gonna shoot some needles at you, Tamimi. It just lets these little, pine cone needles just fly out of its little tree trunk cannon. It's going to try and hit you.
Is that a roll?
You did not.
It is a roll.
I'm gonna deflect attack with my steel defender.
Yes.
So what does that do?
It just says the defender imposes disadvantage on the attack roll of one creature it can see that is within... Wait. 5 feet of it. Oh, I assumed I had to be within 5 feet of Tamimi, not 5 feet of the
Creature.
attacker. Yeah.
Yeah.
Provided the attack roll is against a creature other than the defender. So that would mean the
You have to be next
defender...
to the,
What's that?
I think. I think it means you'd have to be next to the blight. That's what it sounds like. Let me see. Is it on your features and traits?
Well, yeah, if you go to actions and then just click on the steel defender area, it'll pull up.
Damn, you got a lot of shit on your.
I do.
There's a lot of stuff over here.
It'll pull up the box on the right.
Deflect
then-
attack. The defender imposes advantage on the attack roll of one creature it can see that is within. One creature you can see that is within 5 feet of it. Probably the attack roll is against a creature.
So if that's
So
the
what's-
case,
what's
I
that
would
saying
have.
is you gotta-
I would have
you
moved
gotta-
towards. Oh, I guess I wouldn't have known which one was attacking, so that doesn't matter. Yeah, so I can't do that. But now I know.
Oh, it was a crit. It was a crit. A natural 20. So you're gonna take some damage, some piercing damage. Oh my god. You take 9 points of piercing damage as these needles just rip and just tear your. They find little holes in your armor and just like hit you. Yeah, that was a weird noise, I know. That's that guy's turn.
It's canon. That's the noise they make now.
We go to Johnston Geraldson, and then we have some other lights.
Wait. Paladin. Johnston Geraldson is feeling younger than ever, and he liked to rage.
Okay.
Woo-wee! I'm feeling young again. And I'm gonna use my main action to dash
Okay.
and get up
Hell
close and personal with this one. And I'm gonna look at him and go, "It's forest fire time! Let's go!"
The little twig blight in front of you, like, pulls out a cigarette. Awesome. Is that all you can do? Bonus
Yeah,
action,
that's
action,
all.
movement. Awesome. We go over to Twig Blight C at the very bottom. It's just going to use its action to dash. So it's going to move 40 feet total. Oh my god. It's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. It's going to get right there in the kind of the little triangle we got going on. It's going to be Thump's turn. Thump is going to... Thump uses half of his movement to get up. He's gonna turn around and he runs backwards to the forest entrance behind him. So 5, 10, 15. Thump isn't a warrior. Thump changes his mind.
Shocking.
Thump ends his turn. This twig blight in front of Johnston Geraldson is gonna try to swing out at you.
Is that as far as Thump got, or did he try to run like past?
Well,
me?
he used half his movement to stand up.
Oh,
He
that's
wouldn't
right,
move
that's
actually-
right, okay.
He would actually dash, so he would be kind of off screen a little bit back
I would
here.
stick my leg out and trip him on his way by.
He plumps back down on the ground right there. Thumping twigs! No! Johnston Geraldson's the twig blight's gonna try to attack you.
Wait.
It's probably gonna miss. It's a 10.
Yeah, that misses.
Yeah, it just tries its best, but it doesn't do anything. All right, we go to Needle Blight A, and then we will go back to the top of initiative to Mimi on deck after this guy. So Needle Blight A is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, and it's going to just pop a shot at you, Johnston Geraldson.
Johnston, no.
That's going to be a 11, which probably misses.
That does.
Yeah, you dodge these little pinecone needles, and we go back up to the top of initiative. Demimi, it's your turn.
So I think she is going to. Is that not my? Okay. Take her warhammer, just one-handed, and
Okay.
like slam down on the thing next to her. So let me see if I hit. 12.
That misses.
Damn it.
Yeah, as you like swing down, like some of the foliage on its body kind of like separates a little bit to kind of maneuver away from your axe,
Well,
your
then
hammer.
I'm going to bonus action. Do my two weapon fighting
Okay.
and take my mace and try to hit it in the face.
Go for it. Mace in the face.
Mace to the face. Star, are you able to move your microphone a little closer? I have you at 200%, and I'm still having a hard time hearing you.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, this
that's
is
better.
as close as I can get
That's
it.
better. Yep.
Okay, what was that? 19.
That definitely hits this little twig blight.
Five points of damage.
Yeah, what's it look like when you dispatch this twig blight from life?
I literally just take my mace and hit its head off.
Yeah, and it. Oh no! It dies. As you swing across and just cleave its head off. Awesome.
Then I'm going to move. I guess. Perfect.
You're gonna get right up on its ass.
Yep.
All right. So as you get within, you're within 10 feet-ish of that rock. You see you notice what looks like a jewel-covered hilt of an ornate silver sword sticking out of that rock, and you hear in your head, "Quick, grab me!"
Cool. I can't move anymore, but cool.
Is she the only one who hears it?
Yeah, she's the only one that hears that.
Okay. Where does she hear it? From what?
It sounded like, from her perspective, it sounded like she heard it from the rock,
The number 2?
like right here,
Okay. Gotcha.
like exactly where that vine blight escaped from. It looks like it's where.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh.
My bad.
Well, you're good. You're good. We go to the vine blight. The vine blight, it did recharge its entangling plants, but since you moved up so close to it, it's going to try and constrict you to Meme. So this, I'm sorry, to Mimi.
To Meme.
It's going to try and come down on you with this. It's like it puts its hands together and it, like tries to like slap you with it, in attempts to have it like wrap around your body.
Actually, it's Tamimi.
Yeah, like totally.
Thank God.
I rolled another natural 20.
Oh no!
No way. Sorry, you're the only one that gets critted. Swear.
I should have took that thing I wanted. I should have took the other
Just go into the other room.
Critted
and
by
smack
the
him real quick
vine
and come
blight?
back.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm not within 5 feet. Sorry.
His dice hate me. What's funny is I bought most of those dice.
The pause is Jacob saying, "You might die right here."
You take 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, that's not bad. I don't even. I didn't put HP and AC on our cards. I forgot.
It's okay. I have relentless, whatever.
So it did drop you? You got low, or?
No. I'm still good.
I will say I did forget to roll the extra damage for the first attack, but I'm not gonna go back on it. That's shitty. That's on me. We go over to. Yeah, I just rolled 2 instead of 4. We go over to. That's that guy's turn. He moved. Does a little jig. We go over to Mo. It's your turn.
Alrighty then.
You just saw to Mimi You just saw Tamimi get absolutely fucking clobbered by this giant vine.
I did.
You absolutely got clobbered by this massive fucking vine. Just be thankful you're not a large or smaller creature.
5, 10, 20. I'm gonna move to where I can see the vine blight.
Yep.
Honestly, I don't have a whole lot of distance, and my best, I'm gonna just try to cast a firebolt directly at the guy.
Yeah, go for it.
18 to hit.
That hits. That's a good roll. Hell yeah.
Alright, so big money. Did we start the game with inspiration? No.
No.
That's not much. 4 fire damage.
4 fire damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, you cast it, and you know, usually these plants would, like, you know, combust. It would be more damage, but these guys don't actually have vulnerability to fire, so maybe some of the necrotic magic is dampening a little bit of how fast the fire would burn. But you hit steady. You burn some of the vines off of that's constricting to May, and you see the son of a bitch.
It's Tamimi.
I'm also
Okay.
calling you Timu. This vine blight obviously recoils in pain, and it curses out at you in plant speak.
So they are not flammable, is what I'm taking from this.
Yes, that is what you learned from that attack. That's
All right.
you did do 4 points of damage. It is yeah.
Do I? Huge. Do I have bonus action?
I think your steel defender can move.
Just
So you did
aggressive.
last
Yeah,
time.
I'm gonna use my steel defender for show.
And each of those squares within the green circles consider 10 feet of movement.
Yeah, they have 40 feet, so they should be able to get to.
Yeah, get right up on them.
Yeah, so I'm going to do that. Defender of the crown, and then what do you do? What do you do, little fox? You can force empowered rend. So it's it has its own little melee attack of force damage. So let's see what we can do here. 19 to hit.
That's definitely fucking hits, dude. Hell yeah.
All right.
That hits. That's a good roll. That's double 19s. Look at that.
So that's another 6 damage, force damage.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it curses out in some jarbled plant speak.
And then that.
Oh, it actually knows common. Fuck you.
I like it. That is all I can do.
All right. We go to Needle Blight B, and then it's going to be Johnston Geraldson's turn after Needle Blight B goes. So Needle Blight B sees you absolutely just do some damage to this vine blight. It's gonna step closer to you, so it's gonna be 5, 10, 15, 20. And it's gonna shoot you with its Actually, we want to be a little bit 5, 10. He'll stop a little early. He doesn't want to be out of range. Yeah, he's gonna shoot you with his needle, his little pine needle. MO. A 13 to hit. MO.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was.
You're good.
Does not hit.
Yep. It curses out in plant speak. We go to Johnston Geraldson. What are you doing?
Well, before I attack, apparently it doesn't cost an action. I'm gonna use my blood maledict. Maledict, and I'm gonna grab my nail and scratch my finger, and blood starts coming out, and it turns on fire.
Oh yeah, and I think you have to roll damage against yourself to do that.
That's what happened to this Johnson at the beginning of the
Yep.
the night.
Yeah. D4s. So sorry.
Good.
Sweet, 4 damage.
Damn, that's some damage against you, man. Hell yeah.
All right.
Yeah, your weapon. Does your weapon light on fire? Is that what happens?
I think. I'm gonna put the fire on my weapon.
Yeah. You
Because
drench
I
the
use my
blood on it.
fingernail.
Yeah.
And for my bonus action, real quick, I'm gonna use the Blood Curse of the Marked.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it on Needle Blight A.
What's that do?
Let me read. Until the end of my turn, when I hit the creature with the weapon, I roll additional damage. So probably not gonna do anything. But can I put it on B?
On Twig Blight B?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Sweet. I'm gonna
It's
put it on
marked.
him, and then I'm gonna swing at him with my great axe.
Oh yeah, dude. Go for it.
Wait. There's a 17 hit.
17 does hit. It definitely does hit.
Woo-wee. Geraldson's getting some action today. I'm searching for dice today. I'm so sorry.
I do not know why my HP was 38. That was not accurate. It was supposed to be 30. Like, I rolled well,
shit.
but I couldn't have rolled that well.
Yeah, mine is 30.
I think if I'm doing the math right here.
Alright. I rolled.
What'd you get?
It's 9 damage. And then with my Crimson Rot, I do an extra 3 damage on top of it.
What does it look like as you dispatch this Twig Blight from existence?
Kinda just poof. I made him poof.
The Twig Blight just poofs out of existence and dies in front of Johnston Geraldson. The man with 2 names that you're gone. Alright, that's your action. Did you do a bonus action to mark them? You want to move or anything?
I'm gonna move.
Alright.
Oh, let me grab my character.
Select your token, maybe?
What the heck?
Are you on the token browser hot tool on the side over there? There you go.
There we go. Push
Awesome.
up closer to Needle Blight A. And it looks like I just have the most energy as the oldest man ever.
Yeah, you book it. You guys hear Thump from back. You guys are doing it! Thump believes in you! Don't die!
Thanks,
Thump would
Thump.
be sad!
Don't get over here!
Oh,
Thump
I
is
need
gonna
to
stay here.
operations check. Because I got hit twice. Oh, well, he doesn't have that Shield of Faith on him no more.
Alright. So we go over to Needle Blight A, and then it's gonna be back to the top of initiative with Tamimi.
Yes.
You did it!
Okay.
Yay! You got
All right.
it!
I get inspiration now, right?
Just remember that M-I-M-I is Mimi.
Yeah.
So this Needle Blight is gonna. It has these like little shooters it shoots its needles from, but it sees that you're so close to proximity that the needles kind of poke out and it just hits you with like a claw attack. So it just punches you across the face. It rolled a 19 total.
Yeah, that hit!
Yeah, what is it? 18 total actually. Does an 18 hit you?
An 18 hits, yeah?
Okay, I just want to make sure. Oh, so it's gonna be. You take 4 points of piercing damage.
Is that
As these.
halved by chance? Or no?
Yeah, no, that's base. For 2 points piercing since you're raging. We go back up to May. To Mimi.
You got it and then forgot it!
Dude, there's so much going on over here.
Okay, so. the
It's
smart thing-
Tamimi, right? Tamimi?
Yeah, yes. Smart thing would be to heal myself, right? But she's not gonna do that. So, what she's gonna do, which is probably dumb too, because it's using my spell slots, but it's okay. Bonus action, I'm gonna Hunter's Mark the thing in front of me. And
Okay.
then I'm gonna two-hand my Warhammer.
Alright. Go for it. That's a bonus action. You're concentrating now on that spell, and you're gonna beat the shit out of this thing.
Hey, you did it!
Okay, so what was that? 22.
Definitely hits.
And then I'm gonna use Divine Smite.
Okay. You're pissed at this thing, yeah?
I'm really pissed off. Okay.
playing an artificer with a homunculus and a...
Yes, sir. Yep.
Oh my goodness. I'm like,
Yeah.
what am I doing? And considering
Yeah.
I just chose this yesterday.
That's a lot. All right, how many damage dice are you rolling? Because I know that's a fuck ton.
I have a D10 and then 2D8, and then my 1D6 because of the hunter's mark.
Yep.
Damn.
Wow. 12. 12 points.
12 points of damage.
Woo-wee.
Yeah, lets out this god awful scream. Like, I don't know what the screams sound like on your end, but it was supposed to be scary and sad. I don't know. It's still it's very much bloodied. It's very much beaten and bruised, but it's still standing in front of you.
I'm still
You feel like the holy damage. You know, it's hard, the necrotic energy off of it, but it still somehow managed to hold on. You hear in your head once again, Tamimi, that you hear in your head, and willed me and I could help you, adventurer.
Okay, I'm gonna use my winged boots.
Okay. Is that an action to activate those, or is it a bonus action? What is it?
Oh, I don't know actually.
I think it
Never
might be an
mind,
action to activate
I'm
them.
not gonna do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Do I have to go in?
So if you leave the range of that vine bite, it will attack you. But the where you need to get is basically right over here. There's the sword's over in this area. You're still too far away to like just reach out and grab it. It's about 10 feet away. But you do position. Oh,
Whatever.
you go. Yeah. All right.
Oh wait, it's halved, right? Because of this entanglement. So
Yeah.
5, 10, 15.
Well, you can just go down. You can just go down. Like it's so 10 to the bottom square.
5, 10,
20.
15. What do you mean?
So down to that square beneath the blight. Like go. Here, I'll show you. So you go 10, 20, 30. And you're basically able to reach it because you have 5 feet of reach.
Okay.
Yeah. But it will. Divine Blight will attack you if you get out of it. It's a melee attack. All right. So this Divine Blight is gonna try and attack to me.
But look, the defender is right there.
It is. So do you want to use your reaction to impose disadvantage on it?
I will use
Okay.
my reaction.
Thank you.
Don't crit this time.
Thank you,
Divine
because I
Blight
was not
roll-
paying attention, because I'm trying to figure an artificer out right now.
Divine Blight rolled a 10 with its reaction attack. It misses. I will give you. You can reach out and grab the sword if you want.
Yes, I grabbed.
It's a
the
free
sword.
environment interaction. So you grab this sword's hilt. And the sword itself is this very beautiful, ornate sword. And it looks like it's it's embedded partway into this rocky outcropping. You grab this sword, and as soon as you grab the sword, it shines with this brilliant, radiant light. And with a flash, the Vine Blight just bursts into a ball of flames and just melts in front of you and just turns into ash. You see the other plant life around you that's still standing just erupts into flames and just burns in front of you. As all of these plant-based creatures are dead. The combat ends as you're holding this very ornate sword. And the sword itself, it gives off a, aha! That was fun! Whew.
Like totally.
It's been a while. You're welcome, by the way.
We did most of the work, but I guess like thanks.
Is that
But
still difficult terrain?
The
That's-
difficult terrain is gone.
that's
Everything stops combat. And basically this encounter is over. You guys all. Actually, I'll keep the stream thing for you all, just to see where you're at and all that. Uh oh.
Ooh.
Oh, it's broken. I broke it.
Oh no.
Just kidding.
I broke it. My bad.
For me.
Let's take a quick bathroom break, real quick.
Yeah,
Alright,
it's gonna
yeah,
it's
alright.
gonna be a little bit longer for me, but I have to get something done
That's fine.
before
We get it. You're old.
start.
That's fine.
Yes.
Imagine being
Not that.
old.
I have to cover our tractor because it's gonna rain tonight.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have to launch the maps through fucking Chrome because I fucking bugged it.
I don't have an away screen, so I'm just gonna go to the soon
That's okay.
screen. 1. Let's go.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. So the party just got done killing some twigs and some needles and some vines that had to come back to life or have some sentience. Oh my gosh, I got a burp. I'm so sorry.
Uh-oh.
You're welcome. So the battle ended as Tamimi grabbed the sword and it shone with this brilliant light, this brilliant, holy, radiant light, and it burned the creatures around them down to ash. You are all at the battlefield. Tamimi has the sword lifted above her head, and the sword, in your head, mentally, is saying, "That took awfully a long time, don't you think?"
Like, what do you mean?
Well, my master would have killed those creatures within a second, and it took you longer than a second.
Well, like, who's your master? And, like, I did a pretty good job. Like, who do you think you're talking to?
Obviously not my master. And I don't know my master's name. I can't recall that information.
Can we
But
hear this?
this is all in Tamimi. You hear Tamimi talking out loud, but you don't hear any other kind of sound. But yeah, you guys all hear her talking to herself.
Is this a result of how bloody you are, or why are you talking to that sword?
It's like talking back to me.
Right. Can you heal yourself? I could heal you a little bit if we want to kind of like share that responsibility, or...
I used all my spells.
Okay, well, I wanted to try something really cool. And so I take like 10, 15 steps back. And I send my little dragon in to deliver a cure wounds to you, which I can do.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that requires touch, I can use my homunculus servant to come in and do.
Cool.
Yeah. And
You
so
can do
it...
that with Find Familiar. Or you can do that with Mage Hand too, actually.
Oh, can you really?
Oh, wait, not Mage Hand. I might be thinking of a different spell. But there's another spell that lets you do that. I think it's Find Familiar.
So
I think it's a familiar spell that lets you do
cure
that.
wounds 1d8.
Are the rest of you all approaching
9 healing.
Tamimi? 9. That's pretty good.
9?
Yep.
Okay.
Are y'all approaching Tamimi?
Yeah, I'll walk back up and...
Oh, I have lay on hands. Or hands.
I say to Tamimi, do you mind if I look at the sword? Like, are you done talking to it, or?
Well, yeah, it's like being super rude. And
Typical,
hand it
typical
over.
of swords.
Yeah. And whenever all y'all get within 30 feet, y'all all hear this very...
Oh, within 30 feet. Okay.
Yeah, when you get within 30 feet of Tamimi, you hear this very unpleasant and all business. Thanks for the roll, Ethan. Unpleasant and this is that D6 you rolled. It's very genuinely unpleasant and all business voice coming to your heads. Well, it's about time. I was just telling this person that my master would have dealt with those creatures instantly.
See what I mean? It's being rude.
Who said that?
Oh,
Me, you idiot.
the sword.
Does it pulse or anything when it talks, or is it just like...
No.
Okay.
So the sword itself is just a very beautiful, ornate long sword. There's no glow when it speaks in your head.
Okay. I would just be like, that's wonderful. Congratulations to your master, who isn't currently holding you, and we're here. Who's your
He's
master?
probably, like, dead.
Who is your master?
I can't recall. I've been stuck in that rock for so long, and my master... I don't know where she is, but she needs me.
So your concept of time might be a little skewed if you've been sitting there for that long. Maybe it took your master a little bit longer to do what they normally did.
No, I can hear her calling to me. Please. Cage justice demands it. I can show you the way to her call. She's close. I feel her calling me.
Do you say Cage like Nicolas Cage?
Cade, C-A-D-E.
Cage.
I said Cage. I said Cage. Yes. Nicolas Cage is calling me.
So she's like in danger?
My master, never. She is the utmost greatest warrior that's ever lived in this planet of filthy Watts.
What?
Is that not what the people call this place anymore?
What is this place called?
I used to call it Filthy Watts. What the?
Kingdom.
Maybe that is what it is. Like I said, I've been stuck in that rock.
So,
And I just want to find my master.
but you said she's calling out for you. I think Tamimi was wondering, calling out in distress or just saying, "Sword, come here. I need you. I'm nothing without you." I don't know. What is she saying?
What you got, Ethan, as well?
Oh no, you're
Tell him
good.
about-
Finish that conversation.
Okay. He says the sword. Yes, without me, my master is defenseless, and I do yearn to be back at her side in her nice, warm, not sweaty hands. But I have no fear that she is safe. She is a absolute beast of a woman.
So you're kind of like confusing me because you're saying like she needs help, but then at the same time she doesn't need help. I'm very confused.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
throw my hand up. You're good. You see Johnston throws his hand up too. To raise his hand.
Yes,
I'm still
Johnston.
confused
Yes,
as what the hell is going on? Who are we talking to?
the sword, Johnston.
We're actually talking to a sword?
Apparently, swords can talk, but it doesn't seem like they're very intelligent, because they're saying one thing and then saying another thing, and I don't know if they're being deliberately confusing or if they're just confused themselves.
Oh, God.
But it is a sword. I mean, swords don't have brains, so it's possible that someone else's voice is coming through the sword, or it's pre-recorded or something.
I am no recording.
Oh, yeah, I guess
I
you wouldn't
am
know
here.
I would say that, yes. Well, you still haven't been quite clear on what she is actually saying. You said she's calling out to you. Is it vocal, or is it just like a pulse or an alarm?
It's like a pulse of magic. I feel it in my.
Ah, calling.
Blade.
Yes. Okay. Do you, if we carry you with us, will you continue to talk the whole time, or will you be quiet at some points?
I got plenty of stories.
Well, I suppose you and Johnston can continue, like, conversation while Tamimi and I, don't. As fascinated as a talking sword is, if you have nothing valuable, I don't want it. But if you have stories that are valuable, then maybe.
I will talk only when I must, it seems. I am rusty around the edges, I guess. I haven't had much interaction.
That's a good joke,
guess-
Sword. I get it.
I can rub you the wrong way.
No.
I will cease to talk unless granted permission. If you
Okay.
need my aid, I can help. But
I mean,
do not want me to talk, I can be quiet.
well, it's not so much that. I just want to make sure I've had experience with swords in the past that talk, and sometimes they choose to continue incessantly and very annoyingly. And I didn't quite appreciate the type of voice they used and the tone. It was very sexual and made me very uncomfortable.
yeah, something like that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I can promise you that I am all about business and genuinely unpleasant to speak with.
But
And not annoying.
But you've seen some things, though, right?
Figuratively, yes, I have seen some things.
Okay, yes.
I do not have eyes.
Yes. Just like you don't have a mouth, but you talk.
Indeed.
Well,
Oh, sorry.
do any of us know who this Cade Justice is? Do we know? Like, would any of us have
You
heard
can
of
make
him?
religion checks.
Religion.
How am I a paladin? I have a -1 religion.
A +2 and advantage? I didn't even realize that. Wow, it doesn't matter. 8.
I got a 22.
MO.
64.
It references Cade. It might have, when I said it earlier, it might have sounded like I said Cade Justice. It mentioned Cade. You don't recall any kind of gods known as Cade. It was mentioning like its master, like it said Cade's Justice, like Cade, the individual entity's justice.
Mm-hmm.
So that might have blended in.
Mm.
But it mentioned Cade, and
Cade's Justice.
it seems like it was referencing maybe like a god of some sort. You've never heard of that name from any of the gods that are out there, so you wholeheartedly believe that it's a long lost dead god, with long lost on the annals of history. The name has just fallen out of existence.
So, as a sage, I am a researcher, which means if I do not know something, I know where to find that information. Unless it is information that's, like, deep, dark, held in, like, yeah. Basically says your DM might rule that the knowledge you seek is secreted away in an almost inaccessible place. But otherwise, I should be able to find it, know where to find it. So I will just say, I'll say to the sword, well, we'll do our best to find Cade for you. The name isn't familiar to me, but I should be able to find some information. If you have none, you said you don't remember much.
I do not remember much, but I do recall that my master's name was not Cade, but was something she worshipped long ago.
Oh. Understood.
As a sage, with part of your background, just for, DM to player, it's a forgotten god. It's not anything you'll be able to find.
Okay.
That background feature.
Okay.
I don't want to leave you like an empty loophole kind of thing. It's just long lost. It's lost to the annals of history. It's just gone forever.
Gotcha.
But as you guys are all within within 10 feet of the sword, though, you all feel this very like radiant magical effect kind of wash over you, and you all have advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects.
Shit.
Within 10 feet of this, 10 feet of this blade.
I thought it was about to heal us.
That's
I
a
was
good
like,
sword. That's a great paladin sword. I'm not gonna lie.
If wielding it, which you do, you are wielding it. You gain a +2 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this weapon. Made with this magical weapon. When you hit a fiend or an undead with it, the creature takes an extra 2d10 radiant damage. I'll take a picture of it and send it to you.
Okay, yeah, that was. I was like.
Does she have to attune to it?
Nope, there's no attunement.
Sick.
It's a wondrous longsword legendary.
Level 3 first session legendary. Let's go.
Now, granted, this is a quest item, so it may not be held longer than this quest.
Correct. Yeah. I expected that. Do you any information about what your master may have looked like? A town? Did they live in a town? Did they live in the forest, the desert, in the bottom of the ocean? I know some people do that. I don't do that. I can't breathe underwater.
Still all fuzzy to me. Like I said, I can't remember her. I remember she was a her. She was quite beautiful, but I don't remember much besides that.
Okay. Well, I suppose
Well,
Go for it.
do you have a name?
Well,
It's Johnston.
My master once called me Cursebreaker.
No.
Oh no.
But you may feel free to choose a new name while you wield me, if that is what you so pleased to do.
Do you break curses?
I have been known to break a few curses in my time, when wielded by my master, of course.
Sure. Well, I mean, it's a decent name for now. If something happens and we come up with something, I mean, to Mimi, it's up to you. I assume you're going to use the sword. I don't have much use for that, but if you want to rename it, we can
Name it
workshop it.
Lexi.
What?
What'd you say?
You say
Name it Lexi.
Lexi.
I don't know.
For now, it can be like Cursebreaker, I guess.
Well, we should probably collect Thump and maybe get out of here. And
Or rest it.
I mean, if we look around, is there like plant life coming back?
No.
No, there isn't. Okay.
But you can make a perception check or an investigation check while you are talking with the sword in hand around you.
19 investigation.
Ooh-wee.
Okay. You see that behind where Tamimi is holding the sword, kind of from where she pulled the sword from, there appear to be several, like a large slit in this rock, where there appear to be several smaller rocks that can be probably pulled away and pried away with a bit of force to make some sort of a narrow entryway or something. It kind of looks like the slit is like, it looks like a doorway that had collapsed in on itself at one point.
Yeah, I won't even say anything. I'll just kind of like look in that direction and walk over there and start pulling at rocks.
Yeah. So these rocks are difficult enough to move. So there is a strength check that comes with it, athletics check.
And
that comes
if I
from
fail, I
moving.
have 2 very strong friends.
You guys.
I will try my best.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that strength athletics check. Thump does come rejoin you all. Very heavy-handed. He's very quiet and mute at the moment. Very much off-scene at the moment.
It's a 13.
You still have guidance?
I will guide myself. Appreciate that. Yeah, I have it for 8 hours, so. Oh, it's not. I rolled a 1, so it's a 14.
Hey, well, that's what you needed.
Oh,
was a
hell
14.
yeah.
I didn't wanna
Shocking.
do the
I
meme.
needed 1
I
more
didn't
than
wanna
what
do
I
the-
rolled.
I didn't want to meme on you, but yeah, you remove these pieces of like decent sized stones. You all see Mo do this, and he reveals this narrow entryway that was partially collapsed in on, and it looks like this entryway goes down some stairs into like an underground crypt of some sort.
Emma's just like.
And the sword itself says, we should go down there. That's where I'm filling my master's pool. Let's go.
Emma was like, I was just gonna say that, but yes, let's follow the sword's advice. It seems very exciting, just like walking down this dark path and being attacked by plants. I would like to continue, but Tamimi said a rest. I don't particularly want to rest in this dark glade where we're attacked by plants, so maybe just in the stairwell where it's a little bit more narrow and we can kind of watch both sides. I don't know.
Totally.
Just like an hour or something, is that?
Yeah, you guys want to take a short rest?
Yeah, just right in the stairwell.
Yeah. As you guys take a short rest, no issues. The sword during y'all's rest says, well, at least I know you're not wicked, because there is no rest for the wicked.
Good one, sword. The curse breaker. That was funny.
Meanwhile, while you guys rest, Thump off screen just talks about how he doesn't really find going into this dark crypt safe for him. and he would stay behind, out of sight, out of mind, high. He'll put some bushes and stuff over him to wait for you to return from the tomb, or whatever this is.
If that's what makes you feel comfortable, Thump, then that's great.
Thump agrees.
and I hand him like some rations to snack on as a bush.
Like Kirby, the little pink guy, he just sucks it up and eats it.
I like it. I think I have rations. Yes, I do.
Well, not no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can do a short rest, roll your hit dice, all that fun stuff.
I don't know that I benefit from a short rest. I did not get hurt.
Not hurt. Oh, wait.
Holy shit, it's already 9:20. What the fuck? Nothing. Y'all get y'all short rest taken, clicked off, and all that on your character sheets?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Long rest.
So yeah, you guys all are rested. And do you venture further into this unearthed crypt entry?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Awesome. You guys filter in one by one into this pitch black corridor, but thankfully you all have dark vision. The sword mostly stays silent as it doesn't have any valuable input to add as you journey down. The path before you kind of narrows as you walk further and further, and you can feel yourself moving deeper beneath the ground. The smooth stone walls slick with groundwater. Well, that's a weird way to write that sentence. But suddenly the slender passage before you opens up, revealing a large open chamber, illuminated with a dim blue hue. Each wall features a pictogram depicting what appears to be the exploits of a valiant knight. The sword recognizes its master and begins to narrate the scenes as best as it can remember from left to right. The first image you see when you come into this room is the image of a female knight in armor holding the head of a demon aloft. This just wicked and foul creature. The sword says, That's her. She was fearless. She saved her people from a corrupted duke by slaying a demon in the town square. Ah, I can still taste his blood.
Does she look familiar?
No.
She doesn't look familiar to y'all. There's no role that could ascertain what she, like her, if she's an important figure. She does look very, very, Paladin-y like. Very valiant, very honorable.
Can we tell like a race?
Sure.
Apparently, it's not important.
It is a humanoid creature. It's an orc, half orc. It looks like a half orc woman.
Ooh.
Oh.
Well, that's interesting to Mimi. A half orc paladin.
Wow.
I mean, what are the odds?
Oh my gosh, this sword was like probably made for me.
Hey, your
She's
mom?
dead. No, my mom's dead.
Well, I mean,
Well,
she could be
then-
dead and still be depicted in
be dead.
picture.
Well, I kind of saw my mom die, so like it's not her.
Wait, do you think this might be a prophecy and this is you? Wait, no, the sword said this already happened.
Yeah. I
Shit.
definitely didn't cut off a duke's head.
Maybe it's from the future.
I'm very confused now.
As am
I
I.
don't like this.
I can't help but
I'm
say you
always-
do have a striking resemblance to my master. Call it a coincidence. Or fate.
So can you see her?
Technically no, but I wanted to join in. But obviously I can't
Fair.
see her because I can read off quoted words in this book whenever I see an image. So I
Sure.
think I can see her, yes.
Fair, okay. You're a
I'm
talented
seeing through
sword.
this half orc's eyes.
I like this sword.
Do not close your eyes, please. Keep them open.
Mediator.
I have to like blink.
So as you look from left to right, that first image is that picture of this knight, female knight, this half-orc knight, wielding the sword with the demon's head held above her own. The next picture in series is that same knight. She kneels before a hooded figure. Her heart in her hands as she offers it up. In the next panel, she is leading a battle charge against an overwhelming force. Her armor shining brilliantly throughout the crowds depicted as she holds her sword aloft. The next image after that one features this knight face down in the muck of the battlefield. She looks older, defeated, and looming above her and offering a scroll dripping with blood is a shadowy figure with broken feathered wings. The sword says, I don't remember this part. I don't remember this.
Was the sword in her hands throughout? And is the sword in her hands now? I mean, you probably can't quite see. You're not in her hands in this one. So maybe that's when you were lost.
You say that as you kind of, glance around the rest of the room at the remaining pictograms, and you see it showcases that knight pulling out her own heart from her chest and placing it on a large rock and then stabbing it with the sword. The sword in her hands that she stabbed with is not brilliant or shining or not ornate or jeweled. It's not this one that you've been wielding. So it's a different sword. The knight then signs this bloody document that the shadowy figure had offered her, and her body becomes more powerful as a pair of shackles and chains kind of wrap themselves around her arms and pull her tight. And you see that off in the background of the picture is a sword that you are currently wielding, to Mimi, left behind in that exact same stone that you came through, like left behind at the entrance, and like in the background of the pictograms. And you see there's a final pictogram of that knight returning to the battlefield as she stops an onslaught of evil to save her town once more. That last sentence was confusing to me. That's why I said it with the question. But the sword says, I don't remember any of this either. This is blatant, fictitious bullshit.
I mean, it seems like you were buried for all of this. This happened after you were put in these rocks.
My master would never wield another blade. For Cursebreaker was the best.
Do we recognize the shadowy figure with the broken wings?
You can make a religion check, history check. Anyone, feel free. Don't be shy now. I know you don't want to roll some dice.
You said religion?
Religion, history.
15 for history.
Okay.
13.
Okay.
I don't even care what I roll anymore.
Those of you that the 13, the 15, the shadowy figure in this depicted in these artworks is obviously some kind of demon or devil, and it looks like this knight was signed a contract with her own blood to make some sort of deal. You all, I mean, even though Johnston Geraldson over there kind of picks up that information just from observing.
Mm-hmm.
Also in this room, kind of at the end of that last pictogram that you saw, it looks like there's a single door that goes deeper into this tomb, crypt, or whatever we're in. Also, why am I not playing music? What's going on with that?
I don't know.
I don't know. I just.
There's some creepy music. But you see that there's also a door in this room that heads further down into this crypt, and it's flanked on either side by two statues of this very heavily armored. They're stone statues, but they're depicted wearing heavy armored, and they each have their hands outstretched to you like this, with both fists out.
For a fist bump.
Yeah, I fist bump them.
And between their fists, they're holding on to what looks like this very long black rod. And they each of the way that they're holding, like, it's kind of awkward because they're like holding, they're making an X in front of the door with these long rods. But they're holding onto them with 2 hands. And the rods themselves, just a quick glance, they're carved with what look like some ancient sigils. But you see these just kind of blocking your path. And the way that they hold the X's, the X marks the door frame. It makes it hard for a small creature to slip through, or anything of that nature.
I'll say to the sword, it looks as if your master, or former master at this point it seems, made a deal with a demon, and my guess is you are a holy sword, which is kind of the opposite of, if you're gonna make a deal with the devil, you probably don't want to hold a holy relic. So probably why she stashed you away before she carried on with. My guess is she thought she was doing good, whether or not that's what happened.
The sword responds to you. He says, it says, no, she wouldn't have turned her back on Cade. She was sworn to him, gave him her heart. She could never have lived with herself. We must find her. Still, she must. This isn't right. This doesn't. I don't believe it. I can't believe it.
Okay.
Well, you're a sword, so you don't have to.
The silence is deafening.
I don't think he liked that very much, Johnston.
Well, I'm like bored, so are we gonna just like continue to go?
Yes.
Patience is a virtue.
I just I hold my hand forward. I'm like, be my guest, Mimi.
I go to the statues. I'm gonna punch it.
You punching the statue?
I was gonna punch a statue too.
Yeah, you guys can punch the statues. Go for it.
Well, punch his
Probably not
hand.
smart,
Emma was just like,
The statues are off to the
Okay.
side of the doorway, and the doorway itself is like blocked by these rods. So you could definitely punch these statues.
Oh wait,
Punch it.
hold on. So the statue's doing this thing.
So each of the
Crisscross.
statues are holding these rods like with 2 hands.
Mhm.
But the way they're holding the rods is it's blocking the door in an X fashion. Kind of like,
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna go grab that. I'm just trying to move it.
And it's 2 separate rods. There's 2 different rods. There's
Yeah,
2
I was
statues,
gonna-
2 rods.
I was gonna
Well,
punch the
I'm gonna start
hands.
with one.
Okay. So let's do Johnston Geraldton punching real quick. Punch the statue.
16 to hit.
You hit the statue.
5 damage.
The statue does not budge or break. Your hand hurts a little bit after that.
Ooh-wee.
Tamimi, you are trying to grab the rod.
Yep.
Go ahead and explain to me how you're trying to grab the rod. What are you doing? Are you trying to remove it?
Yeah, I'm just trying to grab it and like yank it.
Okay, I need you to give me a minute as I research something. All right, I need you to go ahead and make me a strength check. Just strength, no athletics, no acrobatics, just straight strength modifier. You go to give the rod a quick twist and pull. The rod does not budge. The rod does not move.
Can I put my foot somewhere, give myself a little more leverage?
Yeah, go ahead and make another strength check with advantage. Since you're using your foot to use as leverage.
That was the same thing. It's another 17.
The rod does not budge an inch. The rod does not move. It is still held aloft in place in the statue's hands. The statue itself, the force you're doing with, you would expect some breakage to happen, and you do see cracks in the arm of the statue, like the elbow joints, like where it's holding on. You see there's like a fracture there. So you're pushing against the statue enough to cause the statue to break, but for some reason there has been no movement of this rod. It's just stationary.
Did you say that there were runes on the rod?
There are runes on it. Do you want to make a? You can make an investigation check to.
That's what
get
I
a
was
little
gonna
bit
ask
of
for. Hell yeah.
Well, I'm just pulling on it.
Yeah, you are absolutely giving it your all.
19.
Yeah, you know that these, you see on the rods that there are some like magical runes on it. And with the 19, you see that there looks like there's a button.
Before I push the button, I'm gonna check for some traps.
Okay, go ahead and make another, make a perception check, I think, or is it?
I think perception is
Perception
what
or
we figured
investigation?
out.
Yeah, perception.
Not as good, but it's alright. 14.
It does not appear to be trapped. You don't see anything that would lead you to think there's a trap.
All right, I'll just say, there's a button. I'm gonna press it. Why don't you two stand back?
Oh.
I can press it for you.
I mean, if you want to press it, it doesn't matter to me.
I mean, the first time I kind of got hurt by a test by yours.
Sure, by all means. I just back up.
I pressed
What a,
it.
what a strange friendship.
Show him where the
No
button
one
is.
was
Yeah.
talking to you.
You push the button, Johnston Geraldson. And this rod, you see, it's like shrinks and compacts down into like a little 12-inch smaller rod, and you easily move it.
I'll walk
Can I
back
grab
up
it?
and do the other one if there's a button on the same spot on that one. Is there?
Yes, to me, still pulling on it.
Maybe.
While she's doing it, I'll
Alright.
walk up and push the button.
Yeah, you push the button too, and this one does it. Shrinks down to a ruler. To
Okay.
me, you
Yeah.
break off. As this rod shrinks down, the arms of the statue break, and you go flying backwards with it. You still have it in your hand, but you remove the rod from the statue's hands.
Yes.
You guys,
Do I know what that
both-
is?
You sure do.
No,
These
no,
are
not
removable
Craig.
rods.
Not Craig. Does
No,
yeah.
You, know,
Okay.
You do know these are removable rods.
We need to keep those. Let's not just put them back.
Can I grab the other one?
Okay. I'll throw it in my bag.
Yeah, you have it. You have one in your bag, Johnston Geraldson. You
Yeah.
can put one in your bag. I just love saying that, Johnston Geraldson. Sounds
That's
so
why I made
white
it.
trash. Sounds so country. You guys do know after the dust has settled, you see above the statue carved into like a little bit of a title name placeholder above the door that says Dismisser of Cade, Champion of Rebdak. Jocelyn's sacrifice healed our lands, savior of the sheltered wood. None but death can stop her, and we'd like to see death try. Anonymous. Quote anonymous.
You just hear Mo say, "I bet you that was Dr. Fluff." sounds kind of poetic.
Who's Dr. Fluff?
You know
don't,
who
like,
Dr.
know that
Fluff is.
story is? Oh my
Oh.
gosh.
The author, Dr. Fluff. I mean,
Uh-huh.
he writes for children, but it's also enjoyable for adults.
Okay.
Never mind.
Yeah. He totally took an idea and made a book out of his idea. Oh.
Weird. Let's keep going.
Oh. That was supposed to be a secret, right?
I don't know what you're talking about. Johnston. She doesn't know what she's
What?
talking about.
Talking about what? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't write books, so I'm not sure.
You wrote
I'm
a
not
book?
I don't. I didn't. I tinker. You see this and
I'd
this.
read it.
Okay, well, I will write a book for you someday, maybe.
Oh, thanks. So nice of you.
I mean, I'll try. Can we keep going, please?
Oh, yeah, my bad.
So what's the order of as y'all digress further? Or
I will be in the
Versus
center
versus.
of the beefy friends.
all right.
It's a
So-
MO sandwich.
You guys descend further into the tomb. The air is growing colder and thicker. You see wisps of white trailing wherever there is movement, just from, it's like as if you're like walking through fog, but it's like the reverse. Like fog is coming off of you as you're walking. It's very, very emo, very cool. Here's some Green Day playing in the background as you're walking deeper.
Some My Chemical Romance.
Yeah. Yeah. As you guys make your way
Is
further
this
down,
the Black Parade?
There's a
At the-
Coca-Cola when I
at-
need it.
At the end of a long hallway lies a gateway to another chamber. It's marked with the phrase, "Empty your heart of all desires, fill it with the need to serve."
It's just in common?
Yep.
I'm like, that's basically what I do. I mean, I have desires, but I mean, serving. Is this a religious thing? Do we know what this is talking about? I'd ask the other two.
I mean, I can service later with some booze.
I mean, yes. I don't think it's talking about alcohol. Serve like give
let's
give
try it.
yourself
Can I
up
open it?
for a cause. Give yourself up for
Can
a
I
cause.
open the door?
Oh, I thought you meant the booze. Because I was kind of excited.
Yeah. As you open
That's later.
the door, the sword tries to chime in. It means to go forth with honor, I'm sure. And you open the door. As it's like cut off mid-sentence. And you open this door and you see that you're in another chamber, a wider chamber, or it looks like it's a wider chamber. A little sticky note keeps falling off.
Oh no.
You come to see that there's a platform that extends maybe 5 feet past the little doorway you just opened, and it's just a straight drop off. It looks like it just drops off into like just internal darkness, and you're only able to really see about 10 feet in front of you as there's this like weird yellow like mist kind of like floating around the entire chamber. In this dim yellow mist, it looks like there are these small orbs of light that kind of pop in and out of existence. And when these little orbs pop into existence, it looks like the mist kind of dissipates around it in the 15-foot area. And as you are kind of all standing there, one of these globes of light drifts down towards your party, comes down to you, and it moves like back and forth, like in front of you. It looks like it's like scanning you all and like analyzing you in a really weird way.
Can I touch it?
Yeah, you reach out to touch it, and your hand kind of like passes through it. It's a very ethereal, weird sensation.
I'll just say, can I have one of those rods that you two just got?
What rod?
I took mine out. There you
The statues were holding with the button that I asked you
There.
to press. Oh, okay. Thank you, Tabini.
Oh, this one here?
Yeah, no, I just need one.
You
Thank
don't
you.
want another?
No, thank you, Johnston.
Sorry. I zoned out a little bit. My back kind of hurts.
I'll push the button to extend it.
Okay.
Does it? So when you extend it, does it hold in place in mid-air? I don't remember how they work. It does, so I can't move it once I push that button. Shit.
Nope.
Never mind. Sorry, I don't need this. I didn't really know how it worked. You can have this back.
Okay.
I will say, as you guys are all dealing with this immovable rod conundrum, one of those little orbs of light kind of like, it comes up, it bobs in front of you, Tamimi swipes out at it, and it like backs up a little bit, and it backs up enough to where like removes this fog cloud around you, and it reveals there looks like there's a little small stepping stone platform about 10 feet away. And as it reveals this stepstone, there's like 6 or 7 other globules of light that pop into existence, and you see this whole room is just filled with like 10-foot, 15-foot spaced out little stepstones, just with no floor beneath it. It looks like it's like you would have to like transverse it by jumping.
So are the globules turning into stepping stones or just revealing
No,
them?
the globules are revealing the light to
Okay.
disperse this fog around you. I'll share the screen for you. Don't worry. So, those little squares in the middle of one, those are the stepstones. And these little globules of light are giving you vision of these stepstones. You will notice as they all light up that to the edges of this room are what look like just vast amounts of wealth, like buried crypt tombs. Like there are just gold coins, gold goblets, gold swords. It's just every desire, every treasure one could ever want. You know, not magical treasure, but there's treasure that one could want off to the side. And as you look at the stepstones and see that you would more than likely have to like jump across these stones and get across the other side. You look down and it's just a drop. You can't see how far. Even with your dark vision, it just goes on and on forever, and you don't see the bottom of this room.
So I'll just say, I know this is obvious, but I just want to make sure. It said, give up your desires, so shiny things, I get it. We want the shiny things. I don't think we are supposed to go for the shiny things. Give up your desire.
What
like,
shiny thing?
Okay. I think our goal is to jump across these rocks and not go. Look over there. Never mind. Just jump across. Okay, we gotta jump.
Ooh, there's gold!
Yes. But don't. You don't want the gold. Or you don't need the gold. The gold's not there. It's an illusion.
Oh. Alright. I'm gonna grab my rod and place it like on the floor so it's like angled toward this one. Right here.
So you're gonna make like a little walkway?
Like a
with the
tightrope?
rod?
Yeah, like a tightrope.
Okay, I like that idea. I will say, sorry, I was reading something. I will say there's gonna be a DC, like an acrobatics check to get across this. As you're like balancing on the, like regardless of using the
Fall on
rod.
it, like
Yeah. No, like
Not
you like to transverse across it safely.
Okay.
There's a roll associated with it. Since you're using the rod, I will give you advantage on the either an athletics roll or an acrobatics roll.
athletics. Guess I'll try.
There's
Now,
just a
okay if I
rod.
go first, right?
I mean, if you want to, yes.
I rolled a nat 20.
You just
Nice.
bam 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 bam.
I will say you have enough momentum to jump to this one over here,
Woo!
but the rod is left behind.
Oh, I have the rod! Grab the rod!
That's all right. I will get the rod.
Tamimi's gonna activate her winged boots.
Yeah.
Yes! I got something that's useful. I'm excited.
So what are you doing to Mimi as you activate them? What are you doing after that?
I'm gonna fly to this one.
Okay.
And then, that's 5, 10, 15, 20.
I mean, if you're able to fly, you don't have to touch down on these stones. You could fly across to the other end over here. See this area over here? You could
I
just
think-
fly across the whole room.
I think I'm gonna stay close by so I can catch someone if they don't do too hot.
Okay. It's good looking. I know tomorrow's group will not make that decision.
Are you running the same thing?
Yeah, I am.
Oh,
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, I
Sweet.
have to.
She's gonna be the guide.
But I think I'm gonna play a different character. I think I'm gonna revive Janira.
Awesome.
Yeah, you get across the stepstones easily enough. It's just Mo left on that original platform. Johnson Geraldson's over there on his own little island, and Tamimi is just.
You almost had it. You were saying it right.
Tamimi has flown over to that other one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna cast guidance on myself, and I will grab the movable rod first. Cast guidance on myself and jump to this one.
So you're grabbing the rod and just jumping.
I don't have any other options available to me.
Okay. Yeah,
actually,
you do.
wait. While I'm still here, can I kneel down and reach out and just touch the empty space in front of me?
Yeah, for sure. Go do it. Do it.
Is that like a roll? What am I rolling?
Do you put your hand out and you touch the empty? What are you trying to do?
Like I'm kneeling down, like level with the ground and the other stepping things. I'm gonna see if there's any like hidden walkway that we're like not seeing.
Okay, yeah. You just put your hand down there to look around. That's a good idea. But you put your hand down and it kind of just goes into the emptiness below.
Okay.
You don't feel any kind of hard path or any kind of obscured walkways.
I'll shout.
Good thinking, though.
I'll shout to the sword. So is the sword within distance to hear me and talk to me?
Yeah, within 30 feet.
I'm like, can you get brighter?
The sword, I don't really glow.
Oh, that's right. You said it didn't glow. That's right.
I do have a magical aura within 10 feet that does grant benefit to saving throws on stuff.
I'm not that close to you.
It's on saving throws against. I want to say it was magical effects.
Oh.
No,
You
unit creatures
have
fail
advantage on saving throws.
against spells and other magical effects. This is not a spell.
Okay.
Again.
Then yeah.
Also, there's a little side note: if you have 17 or more levels in this Paladin class, the radius of the aura increases to 30 feet. So eventually, if you ever find this sword again one day.
Yes, I'll do what I originally was gonna do. So I'll just
cool.
I'll cast guidance on myself, jump to this spot.
All right, make an athletics or acrobatics check as you transverse this.
What does that get? 10?
Oh, it's about 10 feet.
10 feet.
And the book says about 8 to 10 feet each apiece.
We're going acrobatics.
Brothers ammo.
13?
You jump and you almost overshoot as you catch yourself and slide a little bit, and you like do that thing where you're waving your arms, but you landed on the stone safe.
I'll give him I'll like help him like.
You have that like kind of pit in your feeling where like it could have been bad. You could have overshot or undershot.
Once I get my balance, I'll be like, do I really have to do this for like 6 more stones?
What's that supposed to mean?
The sword says, "It appears so."
Can I fly a little below and see if I see anything?
How far below are you trying to fly?
I don't know.
Like,
maybe
are you trying to go 15, 30, 50 feet?
I was gonna do maybe 10, 20, and just kind of see.
You want to do 10 or 20? Pick one.
20.
Okay. You dip below the radius of these globules of light back into the mist below. And as you touch the mist, it begins to singe your armor a little bit. You haven't taken any damage, but you feel if you stay in this mist for a little bit longer, you will start accumulating damage.
Okay, I'll fly back up. I'm like that mist or fog is bad. It was kind of tingly. I feel like if you fall, it might be worse down below.
Wait, no. So fall?
No, don't fall.
Oh, okay, my bad.
I didn't say this, but I would have put my fox like around my neck. I cannot ride my fox. I am 6'8" and 220 pounds.
No, I was assuming you
Okay.
had the fox with you and the homunculus servant.
Is this a spot?
No.
What the?
Oh,
Wait,
damn,
wait.
that's a
Yeah,
big
it
gap.
can be a spot. It can be a
I was
spot.
about to say.
That's a big jump.
Oh yeah, no matter what way you go, that is a big jump.
I mean, it looks like the only real path is like right here. Like,
Yeah.
Or not even that.
You down.
I'm making the jump.
Yeah, it would have to be down unless you want to go for the gold.
Make the jump. Acrobatics or athletics.
I want to go toward the goal.
No advantage.
Oh,
No advantage on the check though, because you don't use the immovable rod.
Oh.
But since Tamimi is close, he will be able to assist if you do fall.
Sweet. I got an 8.
Oh no!
Yeah, Johnston Geraldson, your eyesight is beginning to falter at this moment, and you kind of like give it a good old try, and you don't make it. To Mimi, you see Johnston Geraldson about to plummet, probably to his death.
Okay,
I'm gonna allow you to make to just grab him, so it'll be your strength check. Athletics check, I think, is a better, like an athletics check.
Good thing he's small and you're strong.
Yeah, I will give you advantage because he is small and you are flying. There are a bunch of factors going into this, but he is not a heavy boy. He is strong, but he's still small.
I'm real light.
A
But-
dirty 20.
Yeah, you catch him easy enough, and you place him up on the stone. And as you place him on the stone, you have that thought in your mind, like, I could probably just carry him across. As you set him down, you think that in your head, like,
Thanks for the save.
Yeah, try not to like do that again.
All right, I jump to the next one.
all right,
No,
another, make another check.
Oh god.
A 10.
Wait.
The same exact thing happens. This time he trips over a shoelace, and you have to make another athletics check to try to catch him as he is. He's midway through the gap right here, over
Plummeting.
free space.
Another dirty 20.
You same thing. You put him on the pedestal, and you're like, I could probably just carry him across.
Wait. No, that's 18. 18.
Still perfectly fine. You're probably as you place him down, and
Okay.
you're like, maybe I should, I can carry him, but I'll see how it goes.
I'll give him one more chance.
All right.
I appreciate that.
Don't roll a 1.
Let's go to Mo real quick. Mo.
Yeah, Mo, do your thing.
Well,
Those
Emma,
two deer deaths right
yeah.
there,
Before
so let's see what
you
happens.
get too far away, Emma will just say, do you guys remember what the thing said? I can't remember. I know it was something about ignoring your desires, but
Bob.
what was the
And-
To serve. To
And
serve.
like serving something.
The sword will chime in. He says, it said, empty your heart of all desires, fill it with the need to serve.
So
I think it was warning about the treasures within these walls.
Aww.
yeah, I got that much.
There's
I just thought there might be more, so we didn't have to hop across stones. You know, like a secret path or something.
Can I like fly around and see if I see anything?
Yeah, you go ahead and make an investigation check as you're flying around.
Oh, guys, I'm not smart.
Neither am I.
Oh, and I rolled like shit. 7.
There's a bunch of gold and a bunch of money in this chamber, but not much else. You're kind of like also have that worrying thought that what if he jumps while I'm doing this? So you're kind of distracted.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Well, I'm gonna say, like, stay here for 1 second so I can help Mo.
I
Let me
didn't-
make
I didn't
sure
check.
I'm within.
You're fine.
Okay.
Okay. I was just gonna say Emma would. He's gonna try to just stand there, close his eyes, and think about how when they first came in here, they saw all this gold, all these gems, all these treasures, and his first instinct was to not go for them.
Okay.
I mean, he's just gonna focus, basically just meditate on that idea of none of this is important. What's important is getting through this. And to serve whatever purpose is before him. And just hope that when he opens his eyes, something changes.
Okay. You close your eyes. You hold on to this thought. You think. And you open your eyes, and it looks like there is a path before you. Brief and faint, but you see a path. And God forbid I'm going to do this. Probably the hard way. You see a path, and it looks like it goes like this. I'm just gonna fucking draw it. What was I thinking with that overlay? You see a path, and it goes like this. You see a path before you, and when you open your eyes, it's only there for like a fleeting second, but you see a clear path ahead of you.
Okay. So he's gonna ask Tamimi, like 10 feet in front of me. Let me try something. And he just steps out.
Yeah, you step off of this stoneway, and you have that feeling like you're falling, you're plummeting, but your foot makes a purchase on some invisible barrier of some sort, and you feel that your weight is being held up. To Mimi, you see Mo begin to float. It looks like he's floating, but Mo, you know that you're standing on something, but to Mimi, it looks like you are floating.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck?
So I'll follow that path to here until. Oh, you're just gonna keep jumping. I was gonna tell you to get behind me.
Make an athletics acrobatics check.
But if you'd rather jump.
16 this time.
Hey.
You learned your lesson. Third time's a charm. You make it safely.
Woo!
You look over. You see Mo is just kind of like floating / walking across nothing.
How are you doing that?
I just say, I mean, you could follow me, or I mean, if you want to jump, you can keep jumping.
I'm gonna come behind him and just grab him and take him.
Yeah. You all make it across this room safely, and as you get to the other side, you all see there is a little switch, a little button on this far side of the room. Previously unnoticed by Tamimi, you push it, and there's like all these platforms rise up and the smoke dissipates. And you see on the sides where the treasure is and all that, where the floors rise, those little floors spaces around those rises up as well and cuts it off. Like it just blocks it entirely out of view.
Gotcha.
Oh, no treasure.
That was Jacob saying no. Oh no, I know.
No.
And before you, as you peer down into this hallway, it looks like it extends a little bit, and it looks like there's a path that goes up, and a path that turns down.
To the left.
Before you get any further, about how long do you think that took?
Probably like 10 minutes at the most.
Okay.
Just notate it for your boots of chicken flying.
I take off.
Chicken
or
fly.
I stop my boot. Thank
Okay, cool.
you. Yeah. Send the old man first. Who's lived long enough.
You'll see Mo.
I heard that.
You'll see Mo just like huge, like.
Yeah.
That was something. And he
Yeah,
just
that
keeps
was like totally crazy.
Are y'all coming?
Yeah, we're here, Johnston.
As you guys leave that room behind you and head on. Give me 1 second. Unless
You're
it
good.
took off to Mimi. Jesus Christ, I'm so sorry.
I moved it.
You guys are in this hallway. Hold on, you goobers.
I'm holding.
All right, yeah, you're in the hallway, and there are two paths before you. Do you want to continue straight to go to the, like where it angles to the south, or do you want to go to the north path?
Can I peek around this corner?
Yeah, are you doing it stealthy, or you just want to give it a little quick glancing glance?
I'll do it stealthy.
All right, roll stealth check.
Sweet.
I mean, you all can roll stealth check if you guys tell me if you're being stealthy or not. 18?
15.
Yeah, you get a 15. You feel confident you were pretty quiet. You peek around, and it looks like this room extends further out. And there's like some sort of giant chest of some sort.
I rolled 2 natural 20s.
Holy shit!
And that
Take a
was supposed to be
picture
with
of that,
disadvantage.
Dude,
Damn.
this household's on fire. God damn.
Wait, you
Take
get
a picture of
disadvantage
that.
on stealth?
Yeah, and I rolled 2
Shit.
natural 20s.
Take
Take a picture of that.
picture.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
I rolled a 17.
Yeah, you guys are all pretty stealthy.
So that brings it up to 23.
Hell yeah, dude. Oh yeah, Johnson Geraldson. You see to the north of you what looks like a very large size, like chest, trunk, something like capable of holding treasure, perhaps, or miscellaneous trinkets.
I tiptoe across the way and look around this corner.
All right, so when you get into that last stair, I need you to roll a d6.
Right here?
Yeah, when you get to that square right there, roll a d6.
A D6? 6.
So as you go to step on that, you feel your foot press down and activate some sort of pressure plate.
Uh-oh! I did something!
Oh,
As
don't
a
shout.
translucent barrier just forms into existence in front of you. You put your hands against it, and you feel like you can't. You feel like you could push through it, but it's giving resistance. It's like it's hard to explain. It's a kind of like a mind cube.
I feel
Right
like
there in
a
front of you?
mime.
And when you push your fingers against it, I need you to make a DC. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. This is a magical effect, so you have advantage because of the sword. So roll it with advantage.
That is Constitution
Yes, sir.
22.
Nothing happens.
Wait. Guys, I
You-
found a
at
wall.
least.
Johnson.
Yeah, you as you
I found a
feel.
wall.
Okay.
Yeah, Johnson, as you like push your hand through it, you feel as if you could pass through this barrier with ease
I
now.
can go through it.
Oh. So it's not a wall.
I don't know.
Oh. Well, I will walk up to it and try to get through it. Can I get through it?
You feel a translucent barrier in front of you, kind of blocking your path. I need you to make a Constitution save to try to push your way through this translucent barrier. You have advantage because you are within 10 feet of Tamimi. God damn it.
And I'll just be like, Johnson, I don't think we can all get through it, like, easily. Con?
Yes, sir.
Oh, why am I doing this?
22.
You easily feel yourself begin to pass through this block of translucent magic.
Hey.
My turn.
I got in. Can we
You
get
going
it?
through it?
Is it like
Yeah, y'all can move around.
like a block we can get through the other side?
Yeah, like when you pass this save, you can go through the.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And when you get to the other side of it, you kind of see that the hallway goes a little bit further. I'll let Star resolve this.
Yeah,
before
yeah.
You guys go on. But you guys can place your tokens on the other side of that.
Yeah, I'll say to Johnson, I'll be like, what was down the other path? I kind of like.
There was a chest.
Oh. Oh, okay.
But it said not to be greedy. I was trying not to.
Well, I think that was for the other room. I don't know if that was.
Oh.
I mean, you don't have to be
Maybe we
greedy
should
to
go back.
open a chest to
Oh,
explore,
but
right?
I do like stuff. Maybe we should go back.
Well, I think we've committed at this point.
Okay,
Yeah.
my bad.
Well,
No,
I
it's all right.
haven't gone through yet. Would you like me to check?
Well, I mean, if you're going to, we could all try to go back through. I don't know.
Just come this way to me. Oh.
She's back and
But
forth.
He's gone.
you approach this large size trunk chest. It doesn't have a lock on it, and it is just lid shut in front of you.
I'm gonna put that sword in front of me and I'm
Okay.
gonna lift it up really quick.
Can you roll a d6 for me?
Oh shit.
The sword says, "This might not be a good."
Great!
Roll another d6 for me.
Oh, this is how many of what come out of it.
3!
Okay. So as you move this, as you open this lid of this trunk, you see what look like 3 decayed, decrepit bodies that kind of like reanimate and look at you and reach out at you as 3 zombies
Can I-
begin to crawl its way
Can I
out.
try to close it before?
Yeah, make a strength check. You have to do it.
Oh, I love it.
You have to do it at disadvantage because they're all pushing against you. But if you are able to shut the lid, it will counteract this encounter happening.
Come on. I'm gonna use the
Yeah,
dice. You've
there's
got
2 nat
natural
20s.
20s on.
The funny thing is when you first showed that chest, I'm like, that's big enough for people.
That's what I was thinking.
Hey, look, there was a possibility there was a gelatinous cube inside of it.
Oh no!
She was one off. I was like, yeah!
What is it? Strength?
A strength check against, and I'm just gonna roll one. It's gonna be a disadvantage. I'm just gonna roll a opposed athletics check. This will be an athletics check for you. I'm gonna roll an opposed athletics check
Oh,
using the zombies.
An athletics check for me?
Yeah, using the
Great.
zombies zombie strength score, which I don't think is too crazy. And you do have disadvantage because you are
Please
being.
roll low. Please roll low.
I'll tell you what I rolled first. So I rolled. Oh wow. I rolled a 15.
I don't know.
11.
These zombies begin to overpower you as it opens and flings up. I need you all to roll initiative as this.
Can we hear it?
Yeah, like you
Okay.
hear her. You hear the.
Yeah. Just want to make sure this like
Ow!
barrier
Like, what the
wasn't like
fuck?
soundproof. Oh, my initiatives are garbage tonight.
Yeah, same.
13.
Hold on for 1 second, please.
Okay.
I have to make this a counter.
Jacob, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a huge fan of one-shots. This is super fun.
This is great.
I love just a good dungeon crawl.
We are on part 5.5/6 out of 9. So I mean, this
All
is
right.
gonna be more than just a one shot.
Yeah, well, that's all right.
What are y'all doing? I can't do it tomorrow. Never mind. Fuck y'all. Okay. What? Johnson, Geraldson. What'd you get? 7.
Beautiful.
Mo, what did you get?
5.
Dear
Ooh.
God.
Right?
Tameme, what did you get?
I got 13.
Okay. Listen.
Jacob's gonna go first.
One of them rolled a nat 1, so there's a little bit of it. Another one rolled a nat 1.
Oh, shit.
Oh, cool.
Another nat 1.
That's a 9.
Well, I
Alright,
mean,
so the initiative is going to be
It's
Tamimi,
Tamimi,
Zombie, Johnston.
Johnston,
Mo,
Mo,
zombie,
zombie.
Yeah, so as these zombies begin to crawl out of it, you can try to shut the lid once again as an action if you really want to. It might be a little bit harder. The DC might be a little higher than what it was before. Like there'll be a bonus to them because they're basically out of it by now. But you can still try and close the crate trunk if you want.
Like their head are out of it. Like
No, like their bodies are like rising up as they're like climbing out of it. So basically, what's gonna roll down to is they're gonna have advantage on their strength check, and you're gonna have disadvantage.
no, I'm just gonna hit them with my warhammer.
Okay, hey, whatever.
Oh wait, no, I'm gonna try the sword.
Yeah.
But
There
I'm
you
gonna
are.
have my warhammer ready.
So these are undead. So the sword will do an extra 2d10 radiant damage to it. If
Wait,
it
wait.
hits.
and that's good for undead.
Undead is something I'm supposed to be really good at.
You are a paladin, so you have
Mhm.
a +2 bonus to the attack roll and to the damage rolls. So you have like a +2 to your attack roll, and then a +2 modifier on top of the damage from the sword. If that makes sense.
Is this a long sword?
It is a long sword.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't add it. I don't know why I did.
And those of you that are behind, the sword does still have you in reach, and it says, "Someone please help! There are undead swarming."
All right.
And now I can add the sword to your character sheet after the night's one shot because we're not gonna finish this one shot tonight.
Okay. Well, right now I just have long sword.
That's
So I
fine.
know At least the.
Well, make it a long sword +2. Make it a magical long sword +2, and then that'll help with the roll. Actually, don't worry about it. Just fucking roll. We'll do the math, crunchy.
Okay. Okay, so 1d8.
How do zombies work again?
They're zombies. Like brains and stuff.
Hey.
There we go. That makes life easy. Okay. So that's
I'm gonna keep just this creepy music on in the background. There's no reason to change. I think this battle's gonna be over so quick, especially with this long sword.
okay, so where is my Sorry, I know I have cool things that happen to undead.
Okay, take your time. There's just 3 undead people trying to kill you. It's fine.
Oh, it's my divine
They
shield.
throw a cloak over their face. I want to suck your blood.
Oh no!
They're vampire zombies now.
Oh my!
No. Okay, I'm going to. Okay, what I roll?
So there are. This is gonna be A. This will be B in front of you. Let's see what you want.
Okay, I'll swing at B for 16.
B for 16. Bingo.
16 to hit, yeah.
That hits.
Plus 8, 9. So, just 9 points.
With your plus 2d10 radiant damage.
Oh, plus
Sword.
2. Just kidding.
Oh, that.
Just kidding.
Good.
A possible extra 20 radiant damage to an undead.
Oh wait, that is D100. Hold on.
Oh, I just realized these have a negative to their initiative boost. So the one that was going to go after Tamimi is going to go after Johnson now. So it's going to go Tamimi, Johnson, zombie, Mo, zombie.
Sweet.
I wrote a 6 and a 9.
69. So that is what?
Nice.
24 damage.
So it's a 3, 7, 8, 9. Hold on, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plus, what is that? Oh, I don't like math. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 22?
Okay.
That seem right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So usually with zombies, they have a chance to make a save whenever they fall to 0. You deal radiant damage to this creature. So what does it look like as you just swing through this creature with so much ease that it just dies instantly in front of you?
I think she would kind of do like a up thing, like this,
Mhm.
and just like cut across its chest, and like its stomach and its chest, so like the intestines fall out.
Yeah, you do exactly that, but there's no intestines to fall out because as you bring this sword across the zombie just burns and turns into ashes where it cuts.
Oh.
And the sword goes, "Ah! I am breaking curses again. Huzzah!"
And then bonus action. I will take my warhammer one-handed.
You gotta move over to their square. They're a little bit. Actually, they're close enough. Go ahead and make an attack on them.
Bonus,
Whichever one.
I'll move.
bonus action spoonful of peanut butter for those hiccups.
I don't like peanut butter like that.
Ah, but
She's
for
been coming
hiccups
around,
though.
I have been coming around, but I have to eat it with something.
Oh.
A banana or some chocolate chips.
Hmm.
Always
Put
chocolate
peanut butter
chip.
and jelly on a spoon.
You're a freak. Go get some
Why
fucking-
not?
Go get some. What's that shit where it's like peanut butter and jelly together?
I don't know. What is that?
I don't
It's
know
like
what
they-
it's called, but I know what you're talking about.
That's
It's
a
large
thing?
jar.
It's like a single jar with jelly and peanut butter
Peanut
mixed
butter
together.
and jelly, yeah.
Oh, it's like, yeah, it's
25,
like
by the way.
Smucker's swirls or something
25?
like that, right?
Yeah.
25 definitely hits, babe. That's a great roll.
Jeez Louise.
I rolled
This-
19. Okay, where's my warhammer?
It's called Goober. Smucker's Goober.
That's what it is, yep.
Uber.
How much
Gross.
damage?
5.
Without the modifier? Because it's a bonus weapon fighting.
Oh, 1.
Yep. That's why I figured you were sad. Yeah, the zombie sees its friend gets absolutely just turned to dust, so it's like, "Ooh!" and like dodges reactionally as you swing with your warhammer.
I thought you were gonna say it went back into the chest.
No.
It's like bye.
Awesome. We go over to
Johnson.
Johnston Geraldson.
Alright, I'm gonna backtrack. Okay. I'm gonna go for C.
Okay.
Alright. I'm gonna swing at T with my great axe.
Go for it.
Wait. When I hit, but that's it. 21 to hit.
That hits.
Wait.
I will let you guys know if you roll anything above an 8 or above, you're gonna hit these creatures.
Oh,
Wait, and
Their AC is
that's 16
non-existent.
damage.
16 damage?
Ooh.
Holy shit! Yeah, that's a
I
hefty
rolled a
blow.
12.
That is a hefty blow against this creature. It's like your axe sinks into like half, like through its collarbone and stuck, and you rip it out with a sickening slushing of like as the flesh sticks
Ew.
to it. It's still standing, and it flips you off.
How dare you! I'll break that finger off.
That's your action movement. You got a bonus action you want to do?
Let me check. No.
Okay. We go over to Zombie C's turn. Zombie C is going to try and slam you with its like a two-handed fist attack. It's gonna slam. If Thump was here, it would thump you.
No!
It's an 8. Does an 8 hit?
No, that missed.
All right, Mo, it's your turn.
Alright, it's me, Emo. I mean, I guess I go to here and I'm like, oh, gross.
Brains.
Yeah.
Hey.
I mean, they're zombies, but do either of them look worse off than the other?
The one that's in front of the one that's in front of Johnston Geraldson is on the brink of death. And that's saying a lot for something that's already dead.
Okay, I will.
Death again.
Trusty. I feel like I'm gonna use this a lot. Just firebolt at that.
Yes, sir. Go for it.
it. 19 to hit.
That definitely hits the AC 8 zombie.
Yep. 9 fire damage.
All right, so you do drop it to 0, but with them they have this weird You said 9, right? Fire
Yeah,
damage?
yeah.
So with this, they have to make a Constitution saving throw when they go below 0 to see if they stay alive. So it's going to be a DC of 5 plus the damage they take. So it was 5, so it's going to be a DC 14 con save for them to stay at 1 HP instead of drop down and die.
Okay.
So here we go.
Zombies. Doing zombie things.
Rolled a dirty 20, so it looks like you're dealing the final blow to it, and it just like, huh? Huh? And it's still alive with 1 HP.
Okay, my
I'll have to add your little guy. You know.
my fox will charge at that zombie.
Let's see.
What is it? Again. So force empowered rend. Okay. It's +6, right? Ooh, a 9 to hit? You said it was
That
anything
hits
over
the
8,
AC
right?
of an 8, yeah, that hits.
Alright, so 1d8 +2. That's 7 damage from that fox.
7 damage, so it's it drops to 0, but it's gotta make a DC 12 Constitutional save where it dies. So here we go.
Oh, it keeps making them every time you kill them? Interesting.
Sure. So it rolled just a 10 total. So as this is a fox, just what's it look like when the fox kills this creature?
I mean, it's just mid-air and claws right across its neck to try to take the head off.
Yeah, its head just falls over. It has a thing where it like falls over and hangs on by a piece of skin, and like it just dangles there for a second, and then it finally falls off and just shatters onto the ground. It just splashes, and little brains go everywhere. You guys have killed Zombie C. I'm gonna mark it, and then we go over to Zombie A's turn. Zombie A is gonna try to hit Tamimi with a slam attack.
Got it right.
I swear.
So it is cocked. I'm gonna just re-roll a different die because it's cocked. It's cocked between 18 and 2. So, well, I don't think a 14 hits you.
Nope.
It tries to slam down on you, but seems it's like as it like, half-heartedly does this, it seems to be afraid to get touched by that sword. We go back up to the top of initiative. It's Mimi's turn. As the sword says, "Have at thee, undead, fiend, creature, thing, person."
I will use a sword. What's the 22?
That hits. It sure does.
So it's a D8 plus 2d10. Why do I keep rolling 3s? 0 means 10,
Yeah.
right?
It sure does.
2. That's 22 points of damage.
All right, this is the. How do you kill this zombie with that radiant sword as it just slices through it with so much ease? Which is, what does it look like when you kill this guy?
I am going to just take the sword and jab it in the head.
Yeah, you jab in the head and it just explodes in a what would be a gory mess of visage and visceral and just carnage. But as it explodes, it just evaporates and turns into dust and just disappears into the crypt. Yeah, you're out of battle now.
I could like get used to the sword.
I bet. I mean, the one that I killed came back. The one that you killed didn't. So that's
I
interesting.
got guts on my shoes.
Yeah, it's kind of gross, but you know. Is there
Can I
anything? Is there anything else in this room?
Yeah, I want to check the chest.
You look in the chest. There is probably there is I don't have a random roll table.
A
Roll a
500
D20. Roll a
GP diamond.
Yeah! We don't have a cleric, so it's fine.
It
There
doesn't
are-
fucking matter.
8 pieces of gold in this chest.
Ooh!
Wow! Yay!
Ooh, hello.
I mean, there could
if
be
you
less.
don't want it, I'll take
Yeah,
it.
there could be less. You want to be,
I
what
said
the,
yay!
what do the interests say? You need to fill your heart with the need to serve.
That's
Not the
star. That's star being green. But
I know. Awesome. Yeah, you guys have cleared this room. The zombies are dead before you. Obviously, you look on the dead bodies of the zombies. There's nothing there for you to really loot from them.
Can we go?
Yeah.
Can we go back through the square easily?
Johnston, Geraldson, and Mo can definitely go
Okay.
through.
Or we're still good.
So
right?
Mimi
I'm
still
going.
needs to make the check to get through the force of the barrier that's there.
I'll
okay,
go one step ahead.
it's a con save.
Yeah, it's a Constitution save to get through it, and you have advantage because of the sword. It's a magical effect.
Ooh, that's bad.
Huh?
Okay. A 12.
You get through the barrier with no apprehension. You pass through it with ease. No negative effects. If you guys would have rolled a 9 or lower, you would have each got 1 point of exhaustion.
Ooh! That's
Or
quite
the
the
Oh my
barrier.
goodness.
No, like the person that goes through and fails the check gets a point of exhaustion. It doesn't stack.
Right.
Dang.
Yeah, it's still a big thing. So Star
Yeah.
cranked it out. Just got over it. Yeah, but you guys have this dark hallway in front of you, and then if you guys have dark vision, it
I got
goes
dark vision. I'm
it
gonna
goes
peek around
further
this
and
corner.
further.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it goes on and on.
Oh
I'm gonna
my.
peek around this, whatever this is.
That's just the number. That's just all that is.
Oh,
the
okay.
two. Yeah, there's nothing
Keep
there.
going.
Yeah, I keep following. Fox.
I rolled
Kevin.
D6, Johnson. Go back.
Oh,
Roll
stupid.
D6
How
right there.
Right here?
Right there on that square.
We should be checking for traps.
Probably.
2.
But
A 2.
me and
Two.
Johnston aren't smart.
I'm not smart at all. That's why I'm just walking. Everybody's saying okay.
Why are we letting him leave?
My wisdom is a 6, guys.
So a
Come
10-foot cube positioned on.
No.
So just Johnson Geraldson right here. I need Johnson Geraldson to make a DC 13 dexterity saving throw. You have advantage because this is a magical effect. It's a hidden glyph explodes as you step down on this pressure plate.
Oh yeah.
Or are you within 10? Hold on. Are you within 10 feet of Tamimi? You are not within 10 feet. You do not have advantage on the saving.
Oh,
I have advantage on
no.
dex saving throws.
Okay.
Is that when you aren't surprised? What is that from? Not just
It is not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated, or
Okay, cool.
that you can see.
I think it's because of danger sense because you're a barbarian. I'm pretty sure. That's what it's from.
Nice.
Yeah, so you have advantage. Go ahead and roll. It's a DC 13 dexterity saving.
Well, I got a dirty 20, so.
Yeah, you easily enough. You do like a cool little
Somersault.
roll. Yeah, somersault, and those in front of you see this bursting cliff of just fire that just probably would have burned the little hair that Johnson Jarelson has on his head away.
Oh, my hair. I love my hair.
It would have done 2d6 fire damage.
So I call ahead. I'm like, I guess should I be looking for traps? Should I be in the front?
As Johnson continued. What?
Never mind. Check for traps.
Okay. I guess I'll start looking for traps.
Yeah, this room opens up into a larger chamber with
Oh my goodness.
in the center of this chamber there appears to be a pit of just bones.
Oh.
Bones and overgrown vines and just decrepit cobwebs.
There's gonna be something in there.
If you're making a perception check, go ahead and make one. You don't see anything just of coming in. You don't see anything.
Perception. I got a 0.
Did you actually?
I got it. No. No, that's what my bonus is. But I got a 2.
This room just looks empty. You don't see anything of
Guys,
note.
there's nothing here.
I'm
Where
like-
did they go?
You don't see anything. Nothing. Wait.
No.
I look up.
I mean,
I
there's a
look over his
square.
shoulder. I see a bunch of dead bones. Right. Like,
Yeah, they're like over here in the middle of this is like dead bones, overgrown vines, and cobwebs.
Love playing the chaotic characters.
Do you think maybe I should just a second opinion on the area?
I already walked away. I mean, you can look. I didn't see anything.
Okay. I will from my from this square. Just try to
Okay,
see if
yeah,
I can
go.
see anything from there because it's
Yeah, make a perception check.
like a 60-foot room, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Perception.
You do see and you guys do see these like two passageways that like
Oh,
head off.
can
Oh.
I? Since we just ran into dead things, can I use a divine sense?
What's going on?
Except for
Yeah, for sure. You use your divine sense. Can you read out exactly what it does?
Okay, you can detect good and evil until the end of your next turn. You can sense anything affected by the hollow spell, or know the location of any celestial, fiend, undead within 60 feet as not behind total cover.
You grab your amulet, right? You have an amulet on you as a paladin?
Yep.
You grab your amulet, and you pray, you listen to your gods to find wisdom and intelligence, knowledge, and all that fun stuff. You don't sense any kind of fiends, undead, or anything like that nature in this room, or from the hall, from just in this room, because total cover would be past this room a little bit, there's hallways and stuff. So you don't sense anything harmful in this room at all. Nothing at all.
I got a 19 on my perception.
Yeah, you give it a glance around. This room just looks empty, barren and empty.
Okay.
You feel pretty confident that there's no traps in here.
Okay. Can I actually just go to the edge of this pit and just see, like, use a nature check or something to identify, like, the bones that are in here?
Yeah, go for it.
15.
It looks like dead rats and dead small animals that may have wandered in.
So nothing big.
But to me, to Mimi, you don't feel any kind of threats with your divine sense.
Okay. I'm peeking down this hallway.
The sword, you hear the sword says, I feel the pulse getting stronger from up ahead. We're getting closer, I believe.
So, like, we should take this hallway?
That is up to you, ma'am.
but I'm like asking you.
Well, I don't have sense of like if this hallway's good or not. I just know the direction we were heading in is the right direction. Yes, this hallway should be perfectly fine.
That's all I like needed you to say.
Like, totally agree with you. Like, okay.
Why are you talking like that?
Because I'm genuinely unpleasant. All about the business.
Agreed. I'm gonna go down this hallway first.
Okay, Johnson, Jared, so you go down the other hallway too?
Yeah, I wanted to look down it. No, I want to look down it first.
You see it ends shortly. The hallway ends and it looks like it turns a corner.
Goodness.
All right, I'm gonna make my way. Well,
So
yeah.
I'm just like,
Yeah, you
before
guys both
Tamimi
see
goes
each
forward,
other.
I'm like, just check, dude, remember to check for
Wait.
traps.
Where'd you
Both see
come
each other.
from?
I don't check for traps. She's not smart enough to. Sorry.
All right, let's go. Come on, guys.
So as you guys get to this chamber, let me just
Still got in the front.
so as you come out of this like stone cavern that you just came through, I'm just gonna reveal the whole room for you real quick and then I'll read what it says. Actually, I'll read it first and then reveal what it shows. So it says that you come into this open stone cavern, great stone cavern, and there it looks like there's a tunnel, or it looks like there's a spiral staircase at the center of this room that heads further downwards into this dark chamber you're about to enter. Flanking either sides of this massive staircase that goes down are two huge stone statues of armored warriors carrying halberds, and they bear an uncanny resemblance to the warrior statues in the antechamber.
The ones holding the...
The rods.
Yeah, okay.
And that's what you see in this room. And if you want a cool little sneak peek, look at this. My fingers are down here. There are my fingers. But yeah, that's what you see in this. You see this. There's all these massive armored stone statues. They hold giant halberds, and they are blocking the entrance into that spiral staircase that heads down further into the crypt. This guy right here in the middle. That looks like a toothy butthole, if you will.
Uh-oh.
That's what you see in this room.
So they're already holding something in their hands?
No, they have halberds in their hands, but they're just standing on either side of the entrance to the stone,
Okay.
to the spiral staircase down.
Yeah, from behind Emma would just be like, I mean, I was thinking maybe we could put the rods back in their hands, but they already have something in their hands, so...
Go ahead and make a investigation check as you say that. Everyone can make an investigation check as y'all head into this chamber.
Investigation?
Sir?
That's fitting.
15.
Does it have to do with fae fiends or undead?
This has to do with investigating the stone statues in front of you, so no.
4.
Okay?
15!
Okay, so Mo and Johnston Geraldson, you both see... You see there looks like there are... In the center of these warrior statues, there seems to be a small hole, about the same diameter as those immovable rods that you found earlier. Just in the middle of their chests.
I think we need to put a rod there.
Why? It's a good thing that we have 2 rods for these 2
Oh, you
statues.
grabbed it?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't notice.
Yeah, I'll hand it to Johnston, and I'll just say to Mimi, we need a rod for both statues.
I believe-
Okay, I guess. That's Star being sad because she wanted the movable rod.
I did too!
So yeah, you guys, tell me what you guys are doing with these rods. You see each of these statues have a little hole in their chest that is big enough for you to put the rod in and to click the rod.
Wait,
I knew it.
are the holes facing each other?
No, they're,
Okay.
they're facing outwards.
So you can't just hold it in between and click the button?
One of the rod holes is somewhere near the groin of one statue.
That's the one for me. I got you.
Yeah. It has to be.
I'm small.
I'll put it in the chest and then I'll move my head out of the way and press the button.
Okay. Yeah, you both do that. You activate the rods inside of these statues, and as you do, you all die. No, as you do, these statues, you see that they were previously frowning. They had these just sad, frowning faces. They all smile.
Oh.
And you see
They're
this
pleased.
rejuvenating aura of magic begin to just explode out from both of them.
Oh my goodness.
As each of
Who
you
wrote this?
That was me adding that.
Oh.
As this explosion of like rejuvenated energy surrounds all of you, you all each healed a full HP,
Woo!
Oh, I'm already at full.
regardless if you're at full HP or not.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean, you guys are adventurers that are doing well. So for the party tomorrow, they will probably need this hill if they are smart enough to figure this out.
It's a
Can it
it's a
restore a spell slot?
pleasure explosion.
It cannot.
What about a rage
I
point?
need a long rest, but we don't have time for that.
You
I mean,
rejuvenate.
I always have time.
You go to full health. So before you is that spiraling staircase that heads deeper into the chamber. You want me to tell you what happens if you didn't put the rods into these statues?
I assume we fight them. No?
You must succeed on a dexterity saving throw, or you take 1d10 plus 5 slashing damage from each statue.
Eh?
It would have been worse there.
You guys going down this dark, dank hole.
Yep.
Toothy maw.
Does it stink?
It's got a very stench to it. It's got a stench to it.
Woo-wee.
The sword does pipe in. I can feel her energy. She's through that dark, dank, wet, stinky hole before you.
Gross sword.
She needs me.
Yo.
Wow.
Wait,
What?
so
That was
Yo.
like very descriptive.
Thank you.
This is sorry. Pause for a second. This is odd. So the pictures depicted. This is my character saying this out loud to you guys. The pictures depicted her stashing the sword and then going and saving her town or whatever, saving the people. But the sword was buried along with the cover of the door, right? And she left. But the sword thinks that she's down these stairs. I don't know. It's something's not adding up, but
DM will step in here to help you out with that. So, you do remember that one painting you saw that the holy sword, the sword that you have, was in the background near the rock that you found it at, in, like,
Yeah.
the paintings.
yeah.
And you saw that paladin lady or the knight lady. She died closer on. You guys have been underground traveling for a minute, so you feel like maybe you've been like walking to where that place was at, where she signed the contract and all that is. I don't want to lead you down a different thought process.
Gotcha.
Try to keep it on the So you looking at that picture, and you're very smart. You're an intelligent creature.
I'm not.
You know that you're probably heading in the direction of where she was
Okay.
dead, or yada yada. All that fun stuff.
Right. I will correct
Sorry.
my
Yeah,
line
sorry.
of conversation to say, but she was signing a contract somewhere that was deeper, right? So, I mean, maybe... Yeah, I must have looked at the images wrong.
Oh, into the unknown we go?
Yes, Elsa.
Wait.
All right. Let me take you to another map.
Makes me feel young again.
I'll pause the screen and then I'll bring you all in a second. Set it up.
Haven't been in a dungeon in like, I don't even know how long. Forever.
So, here's what happens as you go down that dark hole. As you travel down these stairs, the stench of death and decay does grow heavier in this tomb, this crypt.
Too far, dude.
And as you exit the stairs, you come out onto a large platform, and you're met by an eerie calmness, as hanging in the darkness are millions of tiny motes of lights. They drift slowly and they move around through each other, akin to it's kind of akin to walking underwater, as like you see the seaweed and stuff under. It's like all these lights are like flowing together. It's very beautiful. You see that this large platform that you have descended upon has what looks like a small pedestal atop which a silver bar floats, hovering like the letter L. Behind it are two large empty doorways. This is what it looks like. Down here are those doorways right here. Right here is that floating silver bar. Looks like an L. It's floating in a horizontal direction. All around you, it's just darkness with those millions of tiny floating lights. It's very beautiful.
Oh, nice resting place.
You said an L, like the letter L?
Yeah, so it's like fuck the letter thing that it told me to read. It's a silver bar that's just floating.
Okay.
And it's right here. Between these two doors.
So they're like, are they just arches, or are they doors that actually lead? They're just arches.
They're just arches right now.
Just arches, okay. Hmm.
Want to go forward? Look a little more.
From where I'm standing, I'm gonna I'm just gonna try to look for any dangers. Like a
Yeah,
trap.
you guys can all look
yeah.
around for traps. Y'all have had several traps that y'all run into.
Can I? There's no connection with Fae Fiend or Undead, is there?
You don't. I mean, that smell of death and decay is prevalent, but you. There's that feeling. Go ahead and roll with advantage with your.
Is that?
Heck yeah!
Are we? What are we doing? Perception or investigation?
Yeah, perception, investigation, whatever you choose to do.
Or... 23 investigation.
This platform that you're on at the moment looks vague. There's nothing outstanding. There's no, traps. The only thing that's outstanding on this is that floating horizontal bar and these two archways that are empty. What'd you get, Johnston
I
Geraldson?
got an 18 investigation.
So you do pick up on something coming further off into the distance. It's hard to make sense of what direction it is. It's further, but it's hard with all these. There feels like there's like a little bit of interruption coming from this these floating motes of light that kind of just like make this endless wave of just beautiful brilliance.
Wait, he got more with an 18 than I did with a 23?
Well, his was coming from an undead fiend.
Nature.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Understood.
There's a disturbance in the force.
Okay, bitch. Okay. You're fucking dead. You died.
Emma would just be like, explain.
I smell something a little off. Kind of deeper in.
Hmm.
Can I use a divine sense?
Yeah. You look off to do a divine sense, and you, like I said with Ethan's character, there's that understanding that there is something in here that pings, but you feel as if you're obstructed some way by these motes of light. And you guys all have dark vision. You find it very strange that you can't see further out past this platform. You feel as if there's some kind of magical effect going on with these motes of light that are floating all around. Some would say it's kind of like a barrier of some sort.
I'm going to go forward.
Yeah. Mimi is very interested.
Going stealthily.
Are the motes of light like identifiable as like good or bad?
There's no kind of statistics on evil, good.
Okay.
It's just imagine like you're in a room full of just stars, like thousands of stars.
Yeah.
I mean, it's beautiful, but it's obviously some sort of magical.
Yeah.
interference. Yeah, you creep forward stealthily. There's, like, Mo would have noticed, there's nothing on this platform but you guys, this horizontal bar.
Oh, so-
If anybody plans on touching it, let me know, because I will cast guidance on you.
Touching what? What are we touching?
The bar. If any of you plan to just reach out and grab it, let me know.
I mean, I'm not gonna be able to. The bar's set kind of high for me, but
Is it that high he can't reach it?
He can reach it.
I just want to make the joke. All right, I'm going to touch it.
Okay, I'll cast guidance.
To Mimi, did you want to do something
Right?
as well?
I just, as I was walking forward, I wanted to see if my divine sense, if I walked past it, did I ping anything? No.
You're still met with that interference from these motes of light around you.
Oh, it's around? Okay.
Yeah, so like imagine you're on this platform and it literally looks like there's just a bunch of stars around you.
Okay.
And even with your dark vision, you can't seem to penetrate through these lights. It's some sort of magical barrier that's been enacted.
Yeah.
Ethan, what'd you get? What you said is a D4 for guidance. That's what you asked. That's exactly what it is.
And then, what am I rolling? Just roll?
You can just grab the thing and turn it. You don't have to roll.
I'm gonna grab and turn it.
Yeah, so you grab this silver bar and you turn it vertically from a horizontal position to a vertical position. And as you do that, these archways fill with portals. They both pop into light as both archways have a portal inside it.
Are they red?
They're green,
Mm.
but they can be red if you want me to do that.
No, they're very, very similar in Diablo 2. There's portals that look exactly like that shape.
There you go, they're red.
Sweet.
And you turn it vertical, and you see these portals spring into life. And these portals, they each spin in a counterclockwise direction. And you wait for maybe 30 seconds or so, and the portals disappear.
Did the bar?
The bar still remains vertical.
Dude. I'm gonna lift it back up.
So you're gonna turn the bar again?
Horizontal.
Okay, this time you turn the bar clockwise this time, and two portals spring into existence.
Are they
These
different?
ones are blue color. Yes, these ones are blue
Oh.
instead of red. And they are spinning clockwise.
Color.
That's interesting.
I see you, Star.
Do it! Go! Go follow!
Can I, like, stick my hand in it?
Yeah, you stick your hand in and it's kind of like water. It feels like water. And you realize as you get to that's close to the 30 seconds mark, you better pull it out or you don't know what might happen.
Oh.
Yeah, as you pull it back out and the portal shuts away.
So, what I'm gathering, I mean, it's possible we turn these and it's another color, but I'm guessing one way's red, one way's blue. So we just decide which one to go through, I suppose.
Which pill do we take?
The same one, probably.
As
As
yeah, I
each
would
other.
hope so.
Yeah. We don't want to take separate ones and end up in different places.
Do the portals go to different places? Now I'm like confused.
I don't. Why? I feel if they're different colors, they probably go to different places.
No, I mean like because they're opposite from each other.
The sword
They also go
the sword does chime in. I find the best way to figure out and answer the question is to step through an unknown portal, unknown destination. I was trying to sound smart and I fucked it up.
It's okay.
Yeah,
It
you
happens.
did.
Right. Sword. Correct. You have to hypothesize and then experiment.
What if I, like, just
Oh
stick my
God! Wait,
head
I gotta go
through?
through a portal.
What'd you say, Star?
Said,
Sorry.
what if I, like, just stick my head through and, like, pull it out so I can kind of see where it's going?
That's a good experiment.
Not the test on me this time.
And if you get pulled through, I believe Johnston and I will be right behind you.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
So you are turning the bar back to vertical.
Yeah.
The bars are vertical. The portals both come back on with the red light. The portals are spinning counterclockwise, and you're sticking your head through.
Like, can I stick my hand in first?
Same feeling. It feels like you're sticking your hand into a pool of water.
Okay, I'll stick my head in and peek in.
You stick your head in, and you stick your head in, and it comes out. Well, it looks like another portal, but you can't really see any other anything else.
Okay. I'll pull my head out and be like,
And as you do, the portals close.
oh.
30 seconds have gone by. That took about 30 seconds. You haven't figured that the portals close after about 30 seconds. That's what you're picking.
What did you see?
Okay. Not much really. Just.
Oh, you don't really know where you went. When you lost sight of that, you don't know where you're. Like when you put your head through, you lost sight of like the main platform.
Okay. I'm not sure where it is. But did it look like the same as structure wise?
Yeah, same structure, integrity. That's the same. That's the exact same.
But it looks really similar to like what's in here.
Oh, it might be a maze.
Oh, fun. I don't like mazes.
Oh, I made the better. Do we all go through the same, or do we try to like divide and conquer? We don't want to split up the party, right? I think we should all go through the same one. Blue.
Do we want to? Yeah. We look at the
We're
next
going
one.
blue?
Why not? Well, I mean, yeah,
Alright.
I guess stick your head through, and if I don't know.
So you turn it back to horizontal. You put it horizontal. The blue portals come back on. You stick your head through this portal.
Yeah.
Your head is very much like before. It comes out onto another platform, and you see a little silver bar ahead of you.
Ooh,
A silver what?
bar.
Like another silver bar, but on the one that y'all been turning.
Oh. Oh! I'll pull my head back out. I'm like, this one has a little lever thingy, like this one.
But do we go through? Or we're going through? We said blue.
It's a little too late.
Oh.
They're close.
Okay.
All right, let's go again.
So you
Horizontal.
turn it to red.
Yeah.
You're gonna wait 30 seconds.
I want to look through this one real quick.
Yeah, you
Oh,
put
yeah.
your little head through that, and you see
Same
what
one.
looks like it looks like you see a same platform. It looks exactly the same as the one that you're on.
Nope.
Oh, you go through it,
I
and
stumbled.
as you go through it, the rest of your party follow
Ah! Yeah.
through, and
My bad, that tripped.
Not the one I want.
Well,
as you do,
I'm sorry, I
come
tripped.
to a different platform.
Oh,
This platform you're on is the same in design. There's two portal archways, and there's a silver bar that's in a horizontal space. It's facing horizontal.
is this the one you were talking about?
No.
Oh, here, I'll pull it. Back up.
So you turn the horizontal bar vertically, and
Yeah.
two red portals pop up.
I'll stick my head through and see where.
All right, hold on one second. Give me a minute. Okay, so on that one. Okay, so you stick your head through, and what happens is your head comes out the other one on this platform as you're looking at the asses of your companions.
Oh. I'll pull my head out and be like, oh, not that one.
Oh, okay.
To which the portals disappear after 30 seconds. Back to the blue. Same old charade, sticking your head through the hole.
Yep.
yeah.
So this one, your head pokes out. This one, your head pokes out, and you see the same style platform. You don't see a silver bar in sight, but you do see the platform does extend a little bit.
I guess I'm just gonna step through.
Yeah.
I hope they
Oh,
follow.
all right, yeah. Your party member steps through.
Oh, I
You
got the
all
wrong
go down there.
Ah, go down. Okay. I lost my character.
It's okay, I'll get it back for you.
Ah! I don't
so-
know where I'm at.
Oh, there we go.
I get you. It's easier for me just to cover all than erase the areas you come out on. So yeah, you're on this platform. This platform has a horizontal bar as well.
Go.
Yeah. All right. I get it.
You turn it to the vertical position, and when you do, the portals glow red, of course. They glow red. Who's sticking their head through the magical hole? Okay. You are on 6. It's vertical position. Your head pokes out over here.
Okay. Do I see a bar?
Yeah, you see one over here.
Okay, I'll go through.
Okay. Tamimi walks through the portal and disappears away from the group.
I'll follow.
I assume you all follow as
Yeah.
well.
Well, I'll just keep going.
Well, overall, is And-
Have we sensed anything else? Like,
nothing. It's the same. Every time you step through the portal, it's just that dark floating, it's like you're in space.
we're gonna get lost.
Let's just
Oh well.
keep going. I told you guys.
wrong
I
person.
usually end up in the right place.
All right.
So you flip it vertical.
Yep.
And as you flip it vertical, you see it exits into what looks like another area of the whatever's going on.
What color are the portals?
They're red right now. It's a vertical. Yeah.
So I
Let's
stick
wait.
my head in
Let's
and I
wait.
see another.
Yep. You see your head, you see another, and then you guys are waiting. Okay. You turn it again, they pop up blue. Blue portals.
Stick my head through.
Hold on 1 second. This shit's confusing the fuck out of me.
I bet.
We're just going through them. That's why. You just let.
So, yeah. So you put your head to this one, and you poke your head back out. It looks like you're back at the starting area.
Oh, okay. We need the red one.
Oh. Okay. My bad.
Turn it once again. Step through the red portals, and you are on a platform. On this platform, you see it looks like there's there's a stairway leading somewhere.
Yes.
And we're gonna end the session there because it's 11 o'clock. You guys are basically almost at the end of this one shot, so you almost did do it,
Nice.
which is pretty crazy.
Gross.
Obviously, there's gonna be probably a big battle at the end, right? That's how these things work out.
Calling it now. We're fighting the Paladin. The dead one.
Really? No way.
No,
What?
we're fighting.
No fucking way.
We're fighting Thump. He's there
Oh,
at the end.
I freaking knew it. He was the big
You
bad the
left
whole time.
Thump
But
behind.
he's 2 times the
Thump
size, and
kept
he just says
thumping.
Thump Angie.
So
Thump.
you guys are on part 7 of 9.
Nice.
Hey, okay.
Oh wait, part 8 of 9.
Oh shit. Yeah, we're really close.
Awesome. And yeah, like if we can end the stream. If anyone watched, thanks for watching our one shot. It's kind of fun
Yeah,
doing it from the book.
thanks,
It's a little
Caitlin.
crunch.
That
It's
was
a little
super
crunchy
fun.
doing it from the book. I like it.
Yeah, Caitlin was here pretty much the whole time, so.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Woo, we
Hey,
love
if you're still here, Caitlin. Hey, if you ever want to try D&D,
We've been talking to her about it in chat.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, it's not. We got a good group here. You can pretty much do almost anything you could imagine. I'm pretty lenient. to an extent, of course. And it's an overall fun time. It can be stressful, but I don't think we make it stressful. Also, this portal puzzle, this shit sucks. I don't like this.
Yeah.
I don't like this at all. This pissed me
Well,
off.
it's funny
Look
because
what it gave me. It gave me like a fucking like a numbered, oh god, like a number chart right here that tells me where the entrances go.
oh yeah,
So I'm over here trying to fucking decipher hieroglyphics and shit.
the
That's
portals
disgusting.
the portals act very similar in Diablo 2. You enter this like astral space, and you have to pick the right one to go across to this certain area. So
Hey, it might
it's
be
interesting.
inspired by it.
Yeah, or Diablo was inspired by this. It depends on when it was written, right? I like
Yeah.
it though.
But yeah, you guys are seeing this bridge. And we'll pick back up there next time we play. Hopefully, we get to play sooner than later. I mean, obviously, I can do a quick recap. This isn't going to be anything crazy recap. And then I will prepare for us to run the next one after this. So, presto changeo.
Magnifico.
So that one should be pretty fun. Thanks for watching, anyone that watched. Thanks, Caitlin. Like I said, if you want to join, hey, you can join next session. You can, whenever they get done with this one shot, you can join the next one shot. Be pretty fun.
Hell yeah.
Or it could be terrible. I mean, hey, you never know. Good night. Happy Thursday. I don't want to go to work tomorrow.
Bye, guys.
Bye.